Yes, sir.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With locations in Shippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Okay, go get it and just pull it up. Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network. We'll be streaming also later on here on Bigfoot Legends 101.3 FM, 91.1 FM, 1300 AM, and BigfootLegendsRadio.com. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Check out their indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center at AlleghenyGrill.com. We are inside the Tonesta Builder Supply pregame show with two locations to serve you in Shippenville and Tonesta. Tonesta Builders has been family-owned and operated since 1953. We are here at Keystone High School getting ready for a Clarion County rivalry between the Keystone Panthers at 1-0 and the Central Clarion Wildcats at 0-1 coming off of a state championship game appearance a year ago. I'm here with the old ball coach, Larry Weiser. And Larry, always a good one when these two teams get together.
Absolutely, and you probably could come up with the exact date. They haven't actually played each other in this regular season for a little while here with the small school, big school, but there have been a lot of great games that I've been involved with over here over the years, and what's going to be kind of interesting tonight is that there are a lot of guys that I've coached with, and they coached with each other. And for example, Todd coached Davey Eagleton when he played, and then they eventually coached together, and they both coached with me. And of course, Lee Weber on the other side, and Dave Louder and so forth. So it's going to be kind of interesting. Both staffs know each other and know each other well.
Yeah, that would be Keystone head coach Todd Smith, Central Clarion head coach Davey Eggleton. We're going to step aside here. When we get back, we'll get into breaking down this ball game here for you on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
We think Ross Becker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours, Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. We're back here at Keystone High School getting ready for Central Clarion versus Keystone. Keystone 55-6 winners a week ago against Brookville, a game you saw right here on the YDL Sports Network. Central Clarion lost to Kirtland, Ohio, 30-6. And Larry, based on that, you'd think, oh, hey, this isn't going to be much of a game. But obviously, Kirtland, Ohio powerhouse. Brookville probably a little bit down this year. And so what are your expectations going into this game?
Well, there are two teams that you might say went in the opposite direction last week. And I think both coaches are going to need to push them back in the other direction because, if I'm going to take Keystone, are you that good, right? Well, this is going to be a good test for them tonight to find out how really good they are. But, they've got to play like they played last week, and both offensively and defense and special teams. On the other hand, Central Clarion, losing is now pulling his team. Dave Eggleton needs to pull his team back that, hey, we played a pretty good team. We made mistakes. Those are correctable things, and we need to come back into this week and, become mistake-free in a lot of those areas that we committed. I mean, there's no question that Kirkland, showed some weaknesses that they need to correct for this game today against Keystone.
What did you see, Larry, last week for both these teams that you really liked?
One of the things that, besides obviously Dom Corsetti and the things that he did, I'm going to go back over, obviously, for the defensive side. I was impressed almost every play. The Keystone Panthers had 5 to 6 players, right at the ball almost every play. Their tackling for a first ball game was superb, and led by Josh Henry. We'll talk about him more. Number 2,
Jacob Henry.
or Jacob Henry, excuse me. I think I did that last year to him too. But that was obviously very impressive, and they were very crisp offensively. On the opposite side, Central Clarion, there were times that they moved the ball. I'd like to see, how Carter responds to last week. Carter Hyman, number 9, their sophomore quarterback. He's going to be a real key tonight because he's heavily involved in the offense from the standpoint of being not only just a thrower but also a runner. Very similar to what Jace Ferguson did last year, and some of the same things that they did. I'd like to see a little bit more of the Wildcat from Central Clarion tonight. There's no question Ethan Rex is one of the better runners in the league. We just missed a coin toss there, and I missed the Clarion captains, but I do. Number 2, Josh Henry.
We'll get that when they come back out for
right.
the ceremonial. If you don't know, folks, they do the real coin toss a half hour before the game, and then they do a ceremonial one right before the game. It drives me nuts. I don't think it bothers Larry as much as it bothers me with that. But I'm one that feels like, hey, just have one coin toss. If you want to have it a half hour before the game, have it a half hour before the game. There's no reason then to do the whole ceremonial like we're really doing a coin toss thing, or just do it like they've done it for century and do it right before the game.
I do like the half hour, though. It does give you a chance to specialize if you're kicking off and weather conditions. And the only thing sometimes happens is that the weather changes in that half hour and the wind direction changes. And I've had that happen a couple times where you've had, you decided you were going to kick off this direction and the wind was actually going the other way.
See, you get everything you deserve if that happens since you're picking it a half hour beforehand. If you're picking it at game time like they did when you were playing.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But again, it is got, you get to talk to whether it's your receiving team and the kicking team to kind of review some of the things. Like a kicking team, the ball goes 10 yards, it's free. Make sure that, you can be ready for an onside kick. Review with your kickoff. I mean, I always really push for my kick returners to head straight up the field, running right 20 yards and getting no yards. I'd rather get the ball at the 30, 35, or 40-yard line.
Well, see, I'd say that if you're a good coach, you've done all that already in the week.
Well, you do, but it's also, I'm one of those people that believes you got to say it 100 times before it sinks in. And
you're probably right. I mean, you, after all, did have over 200 wins down there, and I've had 0 wins down there. So maybe Larry's got a point here today, folks.
Yeah. And that look at last week. Look at what that play did last week. When Eli brings that ball back, what is 80 some yards for a touchdown?
82 yards for a touchdown. Eli Nellis on the first play of the season for Keystone, and it set the tone.
And
really.
I would call it an air pump on the Keystone side. It just pumped them up, and on the other side, you could see where it deflated Brookville, and you're down 7-0 here.
I want to remind people this is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Come check out their indoor-outdoor wood event friend center at AlleghenyGrill.com. Tonesta Builder Supply pregame show. 2 locations to serve you, 1 in Chippenville and 1 on top of the Dam Hill. And Tonesta, that's Dam, D-A-M. No, I'm not swearing here. That's their little tagline. They've had it for a long time. They've been in operation since 1953, Larry. So they've been in operation the entire time you've been in Clarion County.
Yes. I'm kind of looking down Chris at Woods Clarion running right here. I apologize not listening to you.
Want to remind people today's stream is provided by Oil Country Crates. Your products, our protection. OilCountryCrates.com. Drive to today's game by the Warren Tire Center. Warren Tire Center. Make sure you get to the game in comfort. We will get into Weiser's Wisdom, powered by DE Sports. Unfortunately, today we don't have the chalkboard for Larry. A little tight accommodations here today at Keystone High School, so we don't have the ability to to do everything we'd like to do, but that's okay. We really want to say massive thank you to Kevin Craig, the new athletic director down here at Keystone. Kevin let me come down yesterday and set some stuff up. I can't thank Kevin enough for that. But we just, the internet, if anybody from Clarion County knows, there's no internet in Knox, PA. I hear that they're actually building a tower right over here over the
really?
hill. So
Wow.
maybe there will be internet pretty soon, but right now there's none. So in order to get Larry set up with the chalkboard and all that, it would have been way more complicated than it was worth tonight. But that doesn't mean you don't get Weiser's wisdom. And Larry, talk a little bit about, and you're just going to have to go old school here without being able to draw it. Talk to people a little bit about what they're going to see from both of these teams.
Well, they are very similar offensively. I mean, they're going to come out in multiple formations, and when I say that, they're going to, one of the, I think, plays that obviously Central Clarion had to really work on this week, and is trying to keep that what I'm going to call the three technique tackle. He's the guy that's going to be lined up just outside the guard, because last week Kirkland did a great job of trapping up inside. And what kind of happens there is that, and I'm going to be kind of technical here, that three technique tackle, which they pay a heck of a lot of money to those guys in the NFL, tries to keep those guards off the linebacker. And last week you could see that, kind of anxious, the tackles came in and inside. And Brookville did the same thing. I mean, they came up inside, and Brady Dunlap came in and did a great job trapping. And the big plays that Corsetti ran were right up the middle with that inside trap. So I think that one of the things Central Clarion's really going to have to do is to kind of shut that down. On the opposite end, you have the same thing with, Coach Eggleton's going to run a lot of what I'm going to call counter trays. They're going to pull the backside guard tackle. They both like a lot of motion. You'll see, what we'll call two by two. Be two receivers on each side, or trips. And when we talk about bunch, that's when they're all kind of bunched together. The middle receivers up on the line, and the two on the outside. So that's going to be pretty exciting. I'm kind of interested in really watching how both teams defend each other, because they do know each other's offense, and it may come down to some very key plays coming down the line here. So. And as always, if we talk about keys to the game, turnovers always play a big role. The mental errors also are going to play a big role in this game today, and big plays. Last week, boy, Corsetti, had 3 or 4 really long runs, and field position and obviously special teams are going to be a big key, Chris.
We're going to step aside when we get back. We'll talk a little bit more about this upcoming football game. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Eternally Clean Cemetery and Monument Service is the top choice for honoring loved ones with headstone cleaning and flower assortments. Call Corey at 814-227-9370 or Samantha at 814-227-9913 for a free estimate. Visit their Facebook page or eternally-clean.com to learn more. Let your loved one's headstone shine with their Resting Clean promise. Are you planning for retirement, looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippenville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today. Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC. Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility, offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today.
You'll always score a great deal on your mobile home and other home improvement supplies when you go to Tempa Supply and Service, located next to Showcase Homes in Raised Corners, halfway between Clarion and Shippensville. Tempa Supply and Service is your one-stop shop for high-quality home parts, including doors, windows, furnaces, steps, and essential supplies. A good garbage company is like a good long snapper. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For a great, dependable garbage service in Clarion County, nobody does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsongarbage.com.
Located at 500 Broad Street, Red Bank Chevrolet is proud to be your new Bethlehem auto dealer, offering a wide variety of new cars and trucks, as well as certified used vehicles. We also welcome our Brookville, Pittsburgh, Katanning, and Oil City customers, and are committed to placing the keys of the right vehicle in your hands. What are you waiting for? Stop by and see us today, or give us a call at 814-275-2410.
Back here at Keystone High School, getting ready for Central Clarion versus Keystone. We did have a lot of football action in Clarion County last night, both a game at the university where they beat Wheeling 36-0, I think the final score was, and then obviously Union AC Valley knocking off Red Bank Valley 26-22. Larry, something really special happened at the university last night. I'll give you a couple seconds to talk about that.
Well, I know a lot of my fraternity brothers have been involved in contributing along with other fraternities and former players to have the field and push for the field to be named after Coach Dax, a legendary coach. I'll get my age away a little bit. I was able, when I was in elementary school, watch Coach Dax play at Penn State, where they played just outside of Rec Hall on the field there. But from a personal level, it was so special for me last night because, I mean, two of his three boys, Glenn unfortunately died. I got a chance to coach all three of the Jacks boys, and Paul Belfour and a number of former Clarion area players were there last night to help in honoring Coach Jacks. And we unfortunately played Saturdays when I was coaching at Clarion as an assistant coach and defensive coordinator. We didn't have lights in, and I can tell you right now that stadium was always packed. We would kind of yell at them because they would take our parking over to high school. We were that close. They were running for their titles over there.
Yeah, really nice honor for the late Coach Al Jacks. Anybody who ever had an opportunity to meet Al, and I did as well, knows what kind of a great guy he is. Even, I think about 6 months before he passed, ran into him at Walmart, and we had a really nice 5-minute chat in Walmart, and just a great honor for Al. When we come back, we'll be joined by Bigfoot legends here on the YDL Sports Network.
All-American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All-American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. As you approach retirement, it is important to accumulate assets and build a financial plan that can sustain your lifestyle during your golden years. While calculating the cost of your changing income needs can be daunting, our Retirement Income Evaluator can help you develop a roadmap for the future. To learn more, stop by our office located at 162 South 2nd Avenue in Clarion. Give us a call at 814-223-9990 or visit JannyClarion.com. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC. Why should you choose Nolf Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Fairmont City? Why wouldn't you choose them? At Nolf, their sales are speedy and include upfront and straightforward pricing. If it's service and parts you're after, they have skilled technicians who are factory trained while offering knowledgeable parts experts. Maybe you need Nolf's full service body shop offering top quality collision repair to all makes and models of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Or do you want to cruise the highway in a clean, shiny vehicle thanks to Nolf's detailing service? No matter your needs, Nolf Nolf Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Fairmont City is there for you. Find out more at nolfchryslerdodge.com. Are you looking for fundraising ideas? Does your team need sports apparel promotional items? Maybe it's a team store you're looking for. Call or visit DE Sports Inc. on Main Street in Clarion. If you dream it, they make it. Call them at 814-226-4871 and like them on Facebook. Dave Eastad and crew will take care of you.
Back here at Keystone High School, we'd like to welcome in our audience on Bigfoot Legends, 101.3 FM, 94.1 FM, and 1300 AM. Also streaming on BigfootLegends.com. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network. We are at Keystone High School, where it's the Panthers of Keystone at 1-0 against the 0-1 Wildcats of Central Clarion. We join our Tynesta Builder Supply pregame show in progress. Tynesta Builder Supplies with 2 locations to serve you in Chippenville and Tynesta. Tynesta Builders has been family owned and operated since 1953. It's time to take a look at our All-American custom apparel. Players to watch. All-American can put almost anything on almost everything. AllAmericanHQ.com. I'm Chris Rossetti, and I'll now turn it over to the ball coach, Larry Weiser.
Chris, I'll tell you what, last week, number 1, junior, Dom Corsetti had one of those games of a lifetime. He only threw 56 yards passing, but he threw a touchdown pass. He rushed for 276 yards, and he had 4 rushing touchdowns. He averaged, every time he carried the ball, he averaged almost 30 yards a carry. Now, adding to that, it's almost like a 3-headed monster there. We got number 2, senior Josh Henry, who only had 5 carries, but he gained 49 yards, and he was averaging close to 9 yards per carry. Add to that again, the third component is return of junior number 3, Eli Nellis, who carried the ball 9 times for 65 yards and averaged 7.2. Clarion obviously is going to, one of the players they're going to need to obviously key on is going to be Dom Corsetti, because he was most of the offense last week. But they can't forget about these 2 guys, Henry and Eli Nellis. On receiving end, again, Eli caught 3 balls for 34 yards. And I want to mention on the offensive line, because those guys don't get a lot of credit sometimes. But number 56, senior Brady Dunlap, I thought played a pretty impressive game at guard. And number 75, who got hurt late in the game, really had a pretty good game, is Everett Fulton. I don't believe we're going to see him here tonight.
No, we're not, Larry.
Okay.
He's out, and that's actually kind of the story here. Fulton's out for Keystone. Brody Beggs lost for probably the year for Central Clarion. Same with Benny Yang on the offensive line.
Yeah, there's definitely unfortunate things that sometimes happen. You hope don't happen. Number 11, Joey Spence at tight end had, I thought, a really pretty good game too. Defensively, there's no question that the defense is led by their leader. I think is number 2, Josh Henry. He's a leading tackler. But also 2 juniors I felt really stood out. Reese Runyon, number 5, he's a junior, and number 1, Joey Spence. And then Dunlap put a lot of pressure, but there's going to be one of the things Clarion's going to have to deal with is Josh Henry, because he forced Brookville to throw the ball early. The quarterback was constantly on the run last week, so that's going to be a real key there. On the other side of the ball, we did have a lot of different stats that we picked up, but I'm going to start with Clarion. They had 37 losses last week, and Clarion had 152 yards in total offense. And they're going to be led by sophomore quarterback number 9, Carter Hyman. He was 7 for 17, 110 yards. And I think a real key tonight is going to be, going back and blocking Josh Henry and giving Carter some time to throw to some of his real gifted receivers. And to say the least, Mason Burford, number 17, senior, he had 3 catches last week. And on the opposite side, I'm sure Coach Smith and his staff are talking about making sure that they know where Mason Burford is on the field almost at any point, because he's a tall, quick, one of the fast receivers in the league. Also, in addition, we've got, from a rushing standpoint, Ethan Rex, I think, is one of the better running backs in the conference this year. He didn't get a lot of chances in showing that last week with that tough defense that Kirkland brought with them. And add to that, one of their top linemen, Chris, is going to be Hayden Hyman, number 58. He's their senior point guard, and he's not only their top lineman, but he's also the leader on the team. Going over to the defense, look at number 58, Hayden Hyman. I think one of the better linebackers in the league is number 20, Charlie Heffel. He had 151 tackles last year, and senior Thalen Elson. So,
well, Larry, I had an opportunity to sit down with both head coaches before this game. Let's go with head coach Davey Eggleton of the Central Clarion Wildcats.
Here with Central Clarion head coach Dave Eggleton before the start of the Keystone Central Clarion game. Dave, obviously last week didn't go quite the way you'd hoped it would go, but what kind of lessons did you guys learn from that game?
Yeah, I mean, we got on film and we saw a lot of things we can get better with. Just the physicality of that football team, I think, is going to prepare us for what we need to be ready for as we move through the season. We did a lot of good things, but definitely some things we need to fix. Stay lower on the offensive and defensive line. Fire out. Shore up some tackling. We did a lot of tackling work this week, so a lot of good things that come from a game like that too.
Obviously, you guys suffered a couple of tough injuries in Benny Yang and Brody Beggs. Who's stepping in, and what do you expect from those kids?
Yeah, it looked like Ian Hoke's going to be stepping in tonight for us on the offensive line for Benny Yang, and for Beggs, we've got multiple guys that are going to be stepping up. Logan Bish, Brady Guth. We've got several guys we feel are capable to step in there and do a good job for us.
How did you think that your sophomore quarterback Carter Hyman played last week?
I think pretty much as expected. I thought he did some really good things and made a few mistakes, but I was really encouraged with the good things that he did, and I think we're going to keep seeing growth. He's going to be a lot better come week 10 than he was week 1.
You saw what Dom Corsetti did last week. Kind of looked like a poor man's version maybe of Jace Ferguson that you're used to from last year. What do you have to do to stop him?
Just doing your job. A lot of times, a lot of his big runs were pulling it off the backside, backside reading the backside end. So just stressing, staying at home. Don't try to be a hero. Do your job.
Thanks, Davey, and good luck.
Thanks, Chris.
Special thanks to Davey Eggleton. Also had an opportunity to sit down with Todd Smith, the Keystone head coach. Here's Todd.
Yeah, here with Keystone head coach Todd Smith. Todd, coming off of the big win over Brookville, your team had been feeling pretty good about itself this week.
Yeah, it was a good start for us. We got out of the gate and we did some really nice things. Obviously, we're going to get a good test, good challenge tonight, so just trying to get ready.
What were the things that you felt like you guys did best last week?
I thought we spread the ball around. They were flying to Eli a little bit, so other things were opening up. So we were just able to take advantage of that. And I thought play as a team really well and just do some really good things.
What are some of the things you wish you had been able to work on maybe a little bit more this week in practice?
Just being physical. We know that this is going to be at a little bit different level tonight. So just trying to turn up the energy and the tenacity a little bit to try to match what we're going to see tonight.
Obviously you had an injury last week. You have to replace Fulton at left tackle.
Yeah.
What's the game plan there?
Lucas Williams is going to start there. So he's a sophomore that has really shown a lot in practice and done some nice things. And we have a couple, a little bit of depth, a couple guys that can fill in on the line. So he's going to have to step up and play hard tonight.
Obviously they're a proud program. They really had it handed to them last week. Are you expecting them to come out here with their best game?
Well, that was a really good football team that they played. That team didn't pull anybody on the line. They just mashed you, off the line. So obviously they were a state caliber, team and stuff like that. So, Clarion's a really good football team. We know that. We know that it's going to be a good challenge tonight, and we're just trying to make our team better and take the next step. And we're looking forward to see what we can do.
Thanks, Todd. Good luck tonight.
Yep. Thank you.
With locations in Shippenville and Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
We're back here. They've just finished the national anthem. Before we get started, we've got the field report brought to you by Central Electric Co-op. Central Electric Co-op, providing safe and reliable and competitively priced electric services in Allegheny, Armstrong, Butler, Forest, Mercer, and Venango counties. I did the field report today, and here we go.
Yeah, Chris Rossetti here with the Central Electric Co-op field report. We're here at Keystone Panther football field. Track is dry and weather is nice, probably a little less warm than last week, but it should be a pretty good day for football. And the track should be fine. There shouldn't be any problems. I know we had a little rain last night, but you wouldn't even tell it on this field. So everything looks good, and this is the Central Electric Co-op pregame field report. Central Electric, they've got the juice.
Back here is the ceremonial coin toss getting underway. Dom Corsetti, Joey Spence, Jacob Henry, and Brady Dunlap, the captains for Keystone. Hayden Hyman, Carter Hyman. Is that who's over there? That's Charlie Apple and number 14, Bruce Beckett, the captains for Central Clarion. As they do that, Larry, why don't you give us your keys to the game? Brought to you by DE Sports. DE Sports, the family-owned custom apparel shop offering embroidery, screen printing, vinyl, and sublation. DESportsinc.com.
Well, I think we're going to start right here with what's going to happen here is the special team play. I mean, Clarion's kickoff team has to be very wary of what Eli Downs did last week. I think one of the other keys, as we talked about, is staying disciplined in their gaps defensively. Both teams. I mean, both teams are going to provide a lot of different motion to try to throw, to get those linebackers to flow the wrong way, and they're going to counter coming back through there. And a game like this with so much hype is always, keeping yourself, grounded. When I talk about that, is that you're not jumping off sides. You're not losing your cool when somebody may get a little bit more physical to you. And another one that I think one of the keys is going to be the big plays. From Keystone being able to stop Carter throwing the big bomb to Ethan Rex, and then on the opposite hand is Central Clarion stopping Dom from running right up the middle.
So, as those are your DE Sports Wiser's Wisdom. That coin toss was won by Keystone. They will receive the coin toss brought to you by Red Bank Chevy. Red Bank Chevy can be found at redbankchevrolet.com. So setting the kickoff here is Danny Schweitzer. So Schweitzer to kick. Nellis and Henry are deep for the Panthers, and we're ready to get underway here from Keystone High School.
And I can see already that Central Clarion has some of their top defenders on this kickoff team, which I think is smart.
Just like to soccer star, he had a goal the other night in a win over Red Bank Valley. Gets ready to kick it off here. Kick is a deep one. It'll be taken by Nellis at about the 10. Nellis cuts at the 20, makes a cut, and he'll be down at about the 24-yard line.
Good coverage there.
So that's where Keystone will put it in play at their own, what are we going to call that, the 24, Larry?
The 20, yes.
Well, we're going to call it the 24-yard line. So Keystone with the football at their own 24 to start. It'll be Dom Corsetti at quarterback, and they immediately go empty set here. So Corsetti in an empty set, two receivers to the right. Now he puts a man in motion. That's Nellis, and he will hand it to Nellis, and Nellis will get over to the 25. He makes one man miss and gets up close to the 30. We're going to call it, I think, the 29-yard line.
It's just, a missed tackle right there. could have been tackled for maybe a 1 yard gain. They pick up 4 in the play, which brings up second and very manageable.
Going to actually give them 5 on the play, so it's second down and 5 here. Just over the 28-yard line at about the 28.5. So now they're going to bring Nellis into the backfield as a sidecar to the left of Corsetti. Keystone going right to left on your radio dial.
Here it comes.
And now Corsetti's going to keep it, and he is wrapped up immediately. That is, I believe, Alex Love on the tackle. Or was that Ethan Rex? No, that was Alex Love.
Alex Love and Charlie Heppel come in for the finish on it.
So he's going to lose yardage back to the 26-yard line, and that'll bring up a third down, and we'll call it 8. So Keystone didn't get into very many of these.
Watch for a screen here. This is got kind of a quad formation here on the left side. Four receiver. There it is. Quick screen.
It's out to Rankin, and Rankin goes nowhere.
Yeah. Well read. Number 32 for the Central Clarion. That's Alex Love comes in, and he's made 2 tackles in this series. This kid came to play tonight.
Give him a yard on the play out to the 27, but that's going to bring down a fourth down, and that's going to mean a Daddies and Clarion punt here for the Panthers, and it's Corsetti, the quarterback, to punt. So Corsetti to punt. Ethan Rex is deep, standing at his own 38-yard line.
Last week, and Central Clarion put a lot of
And it's a fake punt. It's a fake punt. And Corsetti's going to have a first down and a lot more. He's at the 50, the 45, still on his feet. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. He's brought down inside the 5-yard line at the 1-yard line. It's a fake punt and special teams. The Keystone comes up with another big play.
Good pressure up inside. The outside guys got to make sure they contain. You got outside, basically broke 1 tackle on that, and it's always dangerous when you've got that quarterback back there as a punter because you never know if he's definitely going to punt the ball.
So Corsetti with the fake punt goes, I think, 73 yards. He's at the 1-yard line, and it's first down and goal as they've entered the Red Bank Valley Chevrolet red zone. We're now entering the Red Bank Chevrolet red zone. What better way to drive for a touchdown with a new or used car from Red Bank Chevrolet in New Bethlehem, redbankchevrolet.com.
I think they had to pull Nellis out with a blood issue there.
Now we're getting another stoppage here by the officials.
Right.
Okay, it looks like we're ready to go here. So they're going to bring in Landon Money as the sidecar to
Who actually did a really nice
Nellis.
job running last week when he came in there.
puts a man in motion. Nellis is going to keep Corsetti's going to keep the ball, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown, and it's 6-0 in favor of Keystone on the 1-yard touchdown run by Dom Corsetti.
He plays special teams, Chris. Last week, a touchdown on a kickoff. This week, a fake punt, and gets Keystone up by 7. Well, we think
By
7
6 as they send in
It was pretty
the
consistent last
left-footed
week.
kicker. That is Bryce Mount to kick the extra point. Bryce, my backdoor neighbor.
Nope,
They're going to go with a fake here, and it's not going to go anywhere.
No.
I don't know what they were trying to do there, but James Rankin, the holder, came up with the
Briggs Begwith made the tackle on that play, number 14.
We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the YDL Sports Network. 6-0 Keystone.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
We're back here. Keystone 6-0, 9:50 to go first quarter. This first quarter brought to you by Eternally Clean. Honor your loved ones with Eternally Clean's caring cemetery services. From headstone cleaning to plot trimming and beautiful flower assortment with watering, Eternally Clean ensures a respectful resting place. And don't forget to build a custom tribute today. Eternally-clean.com. That's eternally-clean.com. So Immediately, Keystone punching Central Clarion in the mouth thanks to the fake punt run by Corsetti and then the touchdown run by Corsetti. Seth Slogenhop to kick off.
Got Rex back here, Ethan Rex. We've got Ethan.
So pooch kick. It will be taken at the 34-yard line by one of the up men.
That's Heppel, isn't it?
No, that is Beckwith, number
Beckwith,
14.
Okay. The orange shoes, I should be able to pick him out today.
So it'll be a
great field position.
So Central Clarion will take over at their own 37-yard line with 9:46 to play here in the first quarter. Again, the eternally clean first quarter. That kickoff was brought to you by Advanced Drainage Systems. For all your stormwater management solutions, find out more at adspipe.com. So it'll be a first down here for Central Clarion. They'll go with the sophomore Carter Hyman.
And Charlie was lined up at fullback, and he had to go out for some reason, Charlie Heppel.
So Rex is the tailback here, and they're going to hand it to him straight up the middle, and he doesn't go anywhere. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, they're going to give him no gain at the 30. We'll just call that the 37 still.
Well read there. And Brady Dunlap led that effort there.
So it'll bring up a second down now. Single back now. I think that is Love. They're going to put a man in motion. Now they're going to give it to Rex, and Rex is met immediately by Andrew Hoffman, number 52, and he's going to lose yards.
Right. Coming back with the counter there, and just as stated there, well read, or somebody missed their block over there, to be honest with you, and he was sitting there waiting for them. It's a loss. What you say, 4 yards, Chris?
3-yard loss on the play. That is a Larson's Garbage Service loss. You can take that play and throw it in the trash.
There you go.
Larson's Garbage Service will haul it away. Bring up a third down now. We'll call it 13 for Central Clarion. Hyman looks to throw. Rolling out, looking downfield. He's going to lay it up there. He's got Burford, but it's out of bounds, incomplete. As Burford wasn't able to pull it in, it was a little too far out of bounds, and it's a quick 3 and out for the Wildcats. And now they'll be forced to punt.
Did a nice job on coverage on that. They had Nellis over top, and they had Landon Reed was given sophomore was running coverage underneath on Mason.
So Logan Bish, the punter for the Wildcats, North Clarion product. Logan Bish, also a soccer player.
Outstanding soccer player.
So Logan to punt it away here. It's a short kick. Coming up with it and calling for the fair catch is Nellis, and he'll take it at the 44-yard line, it looks like, of Keystone, that's where the Panthers will put it into play here. Already up 6-0 with 8:16 to play here in quarter number 1. Brought to you by Eternally Clean. Keystone already up 6. We'll see if it can get its offense going. It didn't really have much in the way of offense in that first drive, except for the fake punt by Corsetti that set him up at the 1-yard line for the 1-yard Corsetti touchdown run.
Okay, they're coming in at Y50.
They're going to hand the ball off here to Nellis. He makes one-man miss, fights his way up to about the 46-yard line.
Rex almost made the tackle for a loss right there, but what about 1 yard, almost maybe a 2-yard gain right there.
Officially in the books as a 2-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Second downs are brought to you by Carrier Insurance. Carrier Insurance is cheering on number 53, Brendan Carrier of the Central Clarion Wildcats. Carrier Insurance provides insurance and PA notary services. CarrierInsuranceCares.com. Out of the gun. Here at the handoff to Nellis, and he's got all kinds of room. He's got a first down and more, taken down by Burford at the 45-yard line of Central Clarion.
Okay, I like what Coach Smith did there. He flipped his tight end over there. There really wasn't any adjustment by the defense, and he faked back to the weak side and came back with the run this way. for a good
It
positive
was
game.
actually Jacob Henry on that carry. Apologize for that. So, and either way, it's going to be a first down for Keystone at the Central Clarion, 45-yard line. Tennessee Builder Supply, first down. And there's movement there, and they're going to have our first penalties under insurance penalty on the field. You don't always have representation when a call goes against you, but in the real world, there's Zunder and Associates, ZunderLaw.com.
That's what I call knees. Those are the mental errors, just jumping off sides. You know the cadence. You get excited here, and that brings up 1st and 15 now.
So first down and 15 right at midfield for Keystone. 7:06 here on a running first quarter clock. First quarter brought to you by Eternally Clean. 6-0 Panthers if you're just joining us. Fake punt by Dom Corsetti to the 1-yard line, and then Corsetti for 1 yard for the touchdown.
Comes that flip. Let's see if they adjust. Now they adjusted the linebacker that time.
They're going to hand this one to Nellis. Nellis hits the edge. He makes one guy miss, makes another guy miss, and gets knocked out of bounds at around the 40-yard line. So it looks like it's going to be a pickup of 10, and it'll bring up a third down and about 5.
I mean, Eli did a great job running that jet. There's a real art to it. You got to run it to the sideline. You got to turn on those jets, and he was able to get the corner and outflank the defense in that game.
I'm sorry, it's actually only second down, Larry. I said third down, but it's only second down, as you don't lose it down on the 5-yard penalty there. That's my fault. So now it's a carrier insurance second down for the Panthers. Out of the gun is Corsetti. He looks to throw here. Still looking. There was a big block. Now Corsetti is going to run it, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds shy of the first down at about the 37-yard line, I think.
Okay, right.
So we'll be at the 37-yard line. That'll bring up a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning third down. When you get backed up, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning get you moving again. LutonsPlumbing.com. Third down, and we'll call it 2. It's a long 2 here from just outside the 37-yard line.
I'm going to think this is 4-play territory for Coach Smith here.
So they're going to go shotgun formation, sidecar to the right. They're going to put Spence in motion to the left.
Quarterback trap.
Now they're going to put a handoff to Henry, and Henry is fighting, and he's going to be really close, but I think he's going to be short by about a half a yard to the first down. He's going to be pulled down at about the 35.5-yard line.
Coach Smith likes to do one of those plays at the last moment. They sneak up, they'll run their cadence and try to pull the defense off sides, and at the last moment, he'll move up under center. Some things that he's done in the past.
So big defensive situation here for the Wildcats as we're down to 5 minutes and 50 seconds on a running first quarter clock. First quarter, again, brought to you by Eternally Clean. So now Keystone doesn't seem to have the play set here, and we're going to get a timeout by the Panthers. We'll take it with them. We'll be back here in 30 seconds. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, listening on Bigfoot Country.
What's that?
So we're back here at Keystone. It'll be a fourth down and about a half a yard for the Panthers after this timeout. This timeout brought to you by Ross Becker Insurance. The Ross Becker Insurance Agency with locations in Seneca, next to Sheets, Corey, and Northeast. Ross Becker strives to deliver personal and beneficial experiences to its customers while providing a great place to work for valued team members. TeamRossBecker.com. That's ROSSBACHER.
Things over there I want to say what they should be talking about defensively is looking at that ball. Don't jump on the cadence.
Going to go out of the shotgun here. Nellis will be the sidecar to Corsetti. Now Corsetti's going to pitch to Nellis, and he's in trouble, and he's going to not get it, I don't think. No. I think he's going to be short. He is short, and Larry, I just don't like the shotgun on 4th and a half a yard.
Watched a lot of Penn State games against Ohio State when they did that, and sat there and just wondered when you had one of the.
So 5:41 to go here in quarter number 1, brought to you by Eternally Clean. Central Clarion takes over on downs. And frankly, if I'm Coach Eggleton, I'm sending a thank you over to Coach Smith for coming out of the shotgun there. Instead of having to pick up a half a yard, you set yourself up to have to pick up 5 yards. And it just.
I think they need to go back. By the way, the Eagles head coach, his father was at the game last night.
There's Beckwith in the backfield. They're going to send Rex in motion. They're going to hand it to him, and Rex has some room. Rex turns the corner at the 40, still on his feet, and dragged down at about the 43-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 7 for Ethan Rex.
Great run by Ethan. There again, just like we talked about Eli running that jet. Mr. Rex did a good job getting to the outside, getting in the corner on that, then using a stiff arm.
So that brings up a Carrier Insurance second down. Second down here for the Wildcats. Second down.
Now, defensively, it looks like they're trying to flip to the strength.
Rex fights his way up to about the 49-yard line.
He probably had an opportunity to break that to the outside. He got a nice block by his fullback, number 14, Riggs Beckwith, and just to be a little bit more patient, I think the hole was to the outside on that play.
I'll bring up a second down and 7 again. Second down's brought to you by Carrier Insurance. Cheering on number 53, Brendan Carrier of the Central Clarion Wildcats. So down to 4:25 to play here in the Eternally Clean first quarter.
Keystone's coming with everybody.
They're going to give it to Love, and Love breaks for a few yards across midfield down to about the 47-yard line.
They did what I used to call it a heavy formation, where they had the fullback stacked over the guard and a tailback behind him, but they also had a back on the back side there, and they ran kind of a scissors play. An old scissors play, using Hyman to trap back to the left.
Bring up a third down. It is a Luton Plumbing Heating Air Conditioning third down. Out of the gun is Hyman. Going to keep it on the ground to Rex, and busting through there was Henry to blow it completely up and knock him down at the 50.
I said there's the leader of the pack when we talked about some of the keys or players on Keystone's defense, and no question that guy had a great game last week, and he's never another one tonight. Number 2, Mr. Jacob Henry.
It's going to bring up a punting situation. So Bish here on the Daddy's and Clarion punt. You'll never have to punt when you go to Daddy's for lunch or dinner. Daddy's Clarion was there on Wednesday. So Bish to punt. Another short punt. Another fair catch called for by Nellis and taking it about his own 27-yard line. Maybe the 28. We'll wait and see the official spot on it. But that's where Keystone will take over here, leading 6-0 with 3:05 to go in the Eternally Clean first.
A quick pitch is basically it. It's getting the ball out quick to him.
Keystone 33-yard line.
Ethan read it. He's just got to keep his body going forward on his tackle there. So
it'll bring up a second down here. Under 3 minutes to play.
Here it comes again. The counter to Corsetti.
Corsetti straight up the middle. Right. He'll fight his way to about the 35-yard line.
It's Charlie Heppel, number 20, in on that play right there. Did not came back with that trap. Did not go.
So that Carrier Insurance second down play nets a couple to bring up a third down and 3. Kind of Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning third down again for Keystone. They are 0 for 2 on third downs today, but of course they had the big fourth down conversion on the fake punt that basically gave them the 6-0 lead. As Corsetti was tackled at the 1-yard line and then scored on the next play. But now it's third down and 3 here. So they're 1 for 2 on fourth downs.
Look for
Now,
Look for
Corsetti
Nellis
under
here.
pressure, makes a guy miss, gets it off to Spence. Spence fights his way for the first down up to about the 40-yard line.
Nice job there. Spence getting out underneath that.
First down there for Joey Spence. Just across the 40. We'll call it the 40. So Tenesta Builder Supply first down. This drive being built by Tenesta Builder Supply. Tenesta Builder Supply, your family owned and operated home improvement center in Clarion County and Forest County since 1953. Out of the gun again with no backs is Corsetti. He'll take the
Burford
snap.
against Nellis. They're going deep.
They're looking to go deep on Burford, and it's incomplete as Nellis was covered well there by Mason Burford.
It's a real art to throwing that fade pass and also running a route for that fade pass. And you got to try to get that defender turned inside on that. So you take a little take that inside shoulder, then break it back out. He pretty much just came straight off the line there.
Bring up a Carrier Insurance second down out of the gun again. Now he's going to
Comes
hand it to
outside.
Nellis. Nellis looking to bounce it outside. He's not going to get there, and he's going to be taken down. Nice tackle for a loss there by Marinovitz.
Very good tackles. Sophomore.
He'll be tackled at the 39, so a loss of a yard on the play, and that is a Larson's Garbage Service loss on the play. You can take that play, throw it in the garbage. Larson's Garbage Service will come and haul it away for you. Reliable, family-owned, and friendly garbage service right here in Clarion County.
One of the things that I saw Clarion do, that Thalen Allison came off the edge last week and started putting some good pressure on the quarterback, and I think this would be a good opportunity to see him come off that edge, and we'll see if he does it. Nope, he's going to stay.
Third and 11, rolling to his right is Corsetti. He looks downfield, throws it downfield, and it's just a little too high, intended for Nellis. So that'll bring up a fourth down, and you'd assume a punting situation here for the Panthers. Last time they went back to punt, it was a fake punt.
Right. I'm sure I'm not with who the special teams coach was.
I think Doug Knapp is still doing special teams for the Wildcats.
My old special team coach is on the Keystone sideline here. His son's running the camera for us.
Lee Weber. Hayden Weber, our camera operator. The view of the field today brought to you by Venango County.
And
Your view of the field tonight is brought to you by Venango County. There's always something to do and see in Venango County. Here's the punt. It's going to be a really high but short punt. It's going to bounce at the 42 and take a Keystone bounce to about the 37-yard line. And that's where Central Clarion will take over with 26 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. Again, first quarter brought to you by Eternally Clean. First down and 10 at their own 37. Central Clarion being outgained so far 112 to 11, Larry.
Most of that on special teams, yeah.
Yeah, 70 some of those coming on the special teams fake punt.
Central Clarion taking a different approach this time and coming out in a bunch instead of their I formation that they came out in the last time.
Still waiting here to have the officials set the ball into play, and now they do. So out of the gun is Hyman. He looks to throw, goes back.
He's got him open.
Looks deep. He's got Burford, underthrows him, and it is broken up by Nellis.
Right.
Nice defensive play there by Eli Nellis. And
been able to get that ball off a little bit earlier. It may have been a catch for a touchdown right there.
And that's the difference between last year's Central Clarion team, Larry, and this year's Central Clarion team. Carter Hyman still learning the position of quarterback. Last year they had the best player in the state at that position in Jace Ferguson.
And I remember Jace coming out. We were ever doing that Slippery Rock game, and when he was a freshman.
Now they're going to hand it here to Rex on the Carrier Insurance second down. Rex breaks one tackle, then he's met, and finally dragging tacklers up over the 45 to the 46-yard line. going to be just shy of the first down.
He's got about 2 yards, I think. 3rd and 2.
Third and a long 2. And that's going to bring an end to our first quarter here with the score Keystone 6, Central Clarion nothing. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network in 1 minute. You're also listening on Bigfoot Legends.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
I got some money here.
You'll always score a great deal on your mobile home and other home improvement supplies when you go to Tempest Supply and Service, located next to Showcase Homes in Ray's Corners, halfway between Clarion and Shippenville. Tempest Supply and Service is your one-stop shop for high-quality home parts, including doors, windows, furnaces, steps, and essential supplies.
Back here at Keystone High School as we head to the second quarter with Keystone leading 6-0.
We're going to see how Central Clarion handles this short yardage situation. And Hyman's kind of in the...
Call it 3rd down and 1.
He's in the shotgun here. They're running that stack formation. See if they run towards that.
They're going to give it to Rex, and Rex is going to have the first down up over the 37 to about the 38-yard line.
You know, what I liked about that run, he didn't gain a lot of yardage, but he knew he had to get 2 yards, and he made sure he lowered his shoulder and got those 2 yards. And a lot of times you get a back that, wants to break one and make a big touchdown there instead of just getting that first down. And I think it's important right now that Central Clarion gets some momentum going here.
So it's a first down at the 48-yard line as they have to run Corsetti off. He looks like he has to get...
It's a blood.
Yeah, a blood issue and get something taped there. So it's first down and 10 at their own 48 for the Bobcats, just underway here in the second quarter.
Running a stack again.
Looking to run it is Rex, and he has a big gainer, enough for a first. Was that Rex?
Yes.
Over the 45 down to about the 41-yard line. Goes even Rex in a hurry.
Probably had about 5 yards before he first hit, so it was a great job by the offensive line, but then Rex took the next 7 by himself.
So at the 41-yard line of Keystone goes Rex for a pickup of 11 on the play. It's another Tennessee Butter Supply first down, and now the Wildcats getting something going offensively.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, Keystone's got like 11 people with almost 11 within 5 yards.
Another handoff to Rex, another big hole for Rex.
Basically the same play coming back the other side. And this is kind of what...
There's a flag down, though. I think that's a flag, Larry. We'll find out what it is. That's way downfield, too. It's a face mask on Keystone, so that's going to be a first down again. As he got out to the 30, down to the 34 with the run, and then we have the face mask, and it's a big one on Keystone. It's a 15-yarder on the Panthers, and that's going to put the ball inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. So they move into the Red Bank Chevrolet red zone. At the Keystone 17, first down.
Burford out wide here. They're still running. This time Carter.
And Hyman doesn't get much on the play.
That's kind of what last week I kind of looked at. He takes the ball. He's got to hit the hole.
We'll give him 2 to the 15, so it'll be second down here at the Keystone 15-yard line.
He kind of pauses on his cut, which allows the defense to get back in and get in on him.
So the Bobcats are entering the Red Bank Chevrolet red zone. What a better way to drive for a touchdown with a newer used car from Red Bank Chevrolet in New Bethlehem. RedBankChevrolet.com. Second down and 8 from the 15. Out of the gun, Hand off to Rex, and this time Rex is met at the line and dropped right there. It'll bring up a big third down after that second down carrier insurance run goes nowhere.
Still got 2 plays here to get what, 7 yards.
Well, they do have a kicker, Larry, so don't be surprised if they would send out Logan Bish to try a field goal in this situation.
They got their passing receivers out here now.
So it'll be up a third down, and we'll call it about 8.
Key here is that there's no back. Carter can't push the ball in. It's not there.
Hyman looks to throw, throws it. He's got Rex, and Rex is going to have a first down and more inside the 10, down to about the 6.
I like that throw. That's a throw he threw very well last week. He hit that hitch route. Hitch at the sticks is what we used to call it, Chris.
We'll call it the 7-yard line, 6-yard line, Larry.
Well,
looks like the 6.
I'm going to go with your eyes.
Yeah, we're going to go with the 6-yard line here.
Coming back in that stack again.
Hand off to Rex. Rex bounces inside the 5, still working, down to about, it looks like the 3-yard line. It'll bring up a second down and goal at about the 3, we do believe. Maybe the 4. 3-yard line. We'll call that the 3. So second and goal at the 3. And it's again Rex, and Rex is in for the Tempa touchdown. And we're all tied up at 6 here in quarter number 2.
Chris, no secret who they were going to run behind. That was Hayden Hyman. It opened up a big hole there for Ethan Rex to run through.
So 8:37 mark of quarter number 2. The Wildcats get it tied, and now a chance to take the lead as Logan Bish, the senior from North Clarion, on to kick the extra point. Bish taking over the kicking duties for the since graduated Tom Euchert. Euchert was automatic on these last year. Bish 1 for 1 on the season. Kick is up. That kick is good, and it is 7-6 Central Clarion here early in quarter number 2. We'll be back here in 25 seconds on the YDL Sports Network.
Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility, offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today.
Central Clarion has taken the 7-6 lead. It'll give us an opportunity here before the kickoff to thank our referees today. Mike Vassbander is the referee. Rodney Barber, the umpire. Jacob Johns, the head linesman. Caleb Penny, the line judge. Todd Preston is the field judge. And Barry Vassbinder, the side judge. Great job by all the officials out there. Big shout out to all of them.
Couple of Union boys there.
The Vassbinders.
Yeah.
So now into kickoff will be Danny Schweitzer.
Chris, I got to say, one of the problems I'm having where our position is this booth, I'll tell you, the concession stands below us, and those french fries smell good.
They do, and they've got really good fries at the concession stand. One of the top concession stands in all of District 9 here at Keystone High School.
It is.
So kicking it deep, and now we've got a whistle on the play, and we're going to have a flag. It's going to be offside on or illegal formation. So never like to see that, Larry, as a coach.
No, those again.
So I'm going to do it again, this time from the 35. That is a Zunder insurance penalty. A Zunder and Associates penalty. On the field, you always have representation. You don't always have representation when a call doesn't go your way. Larry, you wish you had an attorney on the field sometimes when your calls didn't go your way.
I got to tell you a good story about the attorney that used to be on that sideline running a stick by the name of Ralph Montana.
Here's a kickoff here. It's going to go to Nellis at the 17. Nellis has a hole up over the 30 to about the 35.
That's what you call win. Anytime you get that ball beyond the 30-yard line, your chances of scoring are increased.
They're going to call that. We'll see where they put it down here. Waiting for them to put it down. They'll put it down at the 36-yard line. That's where Keystone takes over with 8:33 to go, trailing for the first time tonight, 7-6.
And they're going to start on the right hash here for our radio audience, and they're coming out with their 5-0 formation or no back.
Putting him in motion, that's Henry. They'll
and
fake it to him, and here comes Corsetti. Corsetti hits the corner, takes on a defender head on. That is Valen Allison, and Allison will take him down at about the 45-yard line. So nice pickup on first down by Corsetti.
Again, Central Clarion's done a pretty decent job when you consider this guy has run probably last year almost 2/3 of the offense. And last week, probably 3/4 of the offense. So
it'll be a gain of 8 to the 44. Second down, Carrier Insurance. Second down, CarrierInsuranceCares.com. Second down and 2. This is the Verischetti Holdings second quarter. Looking to throw, and it's batted down by Hayden Hindman.
I don't know how tall Hayden really is, but I think they
probably
do have
about
it down
6'2".
At least. They do have it marked here somewhere, I think.
Well, and they have it marked as football height. What do they have them listed as?
6'1". They have.
Okay, well, I can buy that. I gave him actually 6'2".
Yeah. I think Hayden's planning
Hayden paid me to do that, by the way. Give him an extra inch.
He kind of pre-signed as a junior with Slippery Rock University.
So I'm going to bring up a third down now and 2. 3rd and 2 from the 44.
Inside trap.
They're going to throw it here. Looking to throw is Corsetti. Now he pulls it down. Now he's thinking about throwing. Now he does to Nellis, and Nellis goes up the ladder, makes the catch, and they're going to say he was out of bounds.
It's out of bounds, yeah.
I guess that's what they're saying, Larry. I thought it looked complete from our angle, but I guess it was incomplete. No argument from the Keystone side, so bring up a 4th down, and you'd think it's going to be another Daddies and Clarion punting situation. Yes, they send Corsetti back to punt here.
I would think I would be talking to my punt team. In fact, I might be a little concerned I may be running one of my famous timeouts, Chris. I mean, they're running a spread here.
So Corsetti to punt. Daddies and Clarion punt.
And he's coming up under. That's their play.
It's a fake. It's a fake, and this time Clarion is there to knock it down and hold. I did not see who took the ball. Did you, Larry?
I think
it was one of the big linemen.
It was a big lineman.
It was 56 Dunlap, and hey, he didn't get it.
No,
there's no way he got that.
No.
They're going to measure this, but I can tell from here he doesn't
measure?
have it. I have no idea why you would measure.
Yeah, it's on the line, and the stick goes 1 yard beyond it.
Yeah, it didn't get anywhere close to it at the 45-yard line.
Well, we need this famous NFL camera thing now. Automatically.
So Central Clarion will take over, 8:11 to go, in great field position at the Keystone 45. They are going to measure it, but again, I don't think this is going to be all that. No, it's good half a yard short.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could tell that from up here, Larry. I didn't have any doubt that he was short there.
That's one of Todd's. He's done that over the years, and there's obviously the staff on the other side.
So they tried to sneak Dunlap, and it doesn't work. So now Keystone takes over, Central Clarion takes over in Keystone territory at the 45-yard line, leading 7-6 with 8:11 to go here in the first half. This is the Verischetti Holdings second quarter.
Central Clarion comes back to ground and pound here. I mean, that's not a bad offense to do and wear down. A lot of these Keystone players are playing both ways.
Companies within the Verischetti Holdings include Phoenix Integrated Metals, Superior Energy Resources, Allegheny Electric Service, and Verischetti's & Sons. Find out more at VerischettiHoldings.com. Today's game also being brought to you by Knopf, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Fairmont City. Out of the gun is Hyman, looking to throw. He wants to go deep. He's looking for Burford, and he... Oh, my goodness! Burford with a great catch! And Burford fumbled the ball! He fumbled the ball, and now there's a scramble for it, I think. He fumbled it at the 1. And It was, I think, getting back on it was Charlie Huffle at the 5.
Charlie Heffel. Way to hustle, Charlie Heffel.
So Burford was heading to the end zone where he fumbles it at about the 2-yard line.
But we don't want to get something lost here. What a spectacular catch. It was a one hand. He brings the ball back down.
They're going to have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And by the way, Heffel was wide open on the left side here. No one covered him.
So they're inside the Red Bank Chevrolet red zone, redbankchevrolet.com here at the 6-yard line. They would have had a chance for a touchdown, but now they're going to give it to Rex, and Rex is barreling his way towards the end zone. He'll be dropped down at the 1-yard line. Yes, Larry, let's go back to that catch. It was a bobbling catch by
Burford, yes. We tipped the ball with his one hand and then was able to bring the ball down. He's well covered.
It's now 2nd and 1. And now it's a snap. It goes high into the air, and having to fall on it is Hyman. So the high snap is going to send the ball back to the 9-yard line. So that's where it's going to be a 3rd down and goal at the 9. This has been a wild sequence, Larry. Looks like they were going to score in the Burford play, and then they end up with the ball back at the 6 after the fumble. Then they get it to the 1, and then the high snap. It never did go down as a fumble, but Hyman had to go up and tip it back to himself, and now they're back at the 9. 3rd down and goal at the 9. 6:35 to go here. Central Clarion knocking on the door, up 7-6. They're going to hand it to Love. And Love is going to burst towards the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa touchdown. Alex Love.
Again, running behind Hyman, but it was a nice, they ran that scissors play, faking it to Rex, and then coming back with Love back to the right-hand side, but right behind Hayden Hyman.
So after all that, Central Clarion gets the Tampa touchdown. Tampa Supply and Service next to Showcase Homes is your one-stop shop for high-quality home parts, including doors, windows, and furnaces, steps, and essential supply. So now Bish on for the extra point, and that's fumbled, and now picking it up is the holder. That is Beckwith. Beckwith is running with it. Beckwith heading towards the end zone, and Beckwith is into the end zone with the 2-point conversion. So we said that was a wild sequence. And it is as Central Clarion goes up 15-6. We'll return here in 30 seconds on the YDL Sports Network and Bigfoot Legends Radio.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
So, Larry, we said that was a wild sequence. I don't know if I've ever seen a sequence quite that wild.
Yeah, one of the points I want to make is that obviously they've practiced this sequence where you do have that. In practice, I know we did it where we would tell the center, we want you to have a bad snap. We don't care when you do it, but we want you to have a bad snap back there so you can actually practice. And there's always a call that's made where the receivers will go out and the holder will become the quarterback.
Advanced pipe systems, drainage systems, kickoff to the 10-yard line, taken by Henry. He's got some room. He's over the 30, the 40, the 45. He's across midfield. He's at the 40, across the 40, down to about the 30, maybe the 28-yard line. Goes Jacob Henry. I don't see any flags.
Special team play.
So Jacob Henry all the way down to the 27-yard line of Central Clarion on that kickoff return.
And he initially took the ball on the right-hand side, ran back across the field, and, basically the coverage all came to the left. They didn't stay in their lanes in that case, and I'm sure Coach Eggleton will be going over that with his special teams at halftime.
So that's the advanced training system kickoff with a big return. And now looking to carry it is Corsetti. Corsetti kicks it up. He's got room. He's inside the 10, inside the 5, Down to about the 4-yard line goes Dom Corsetti.
You can't lose sight of him. That time they faked the jet coming to the right. It went to the short side of the field.
They're going to call it at the 5. So first down and goal. Tennessee Builder Supply first down. First and goal for the Panthers at the 5. They trail 15-6, 5:53 on a running second quarter clock. Second quarter brought to you by Verisketty Holdings. View of today's field brought to you by Venango County. Shout out to our cameraman, Hayden Weber, tonight.
Cross-country star for Central Clarion.
Here's a handoff. That is Nellis, and Nellis inside the 5 to about the 3 or the 4. I think they're going to call it the 4-yard line, maybe.
We got somebody
and there's a
down
man
here, Chris.
down here.
I can't see who yet.
Well, we're going to step aside here real quick while they tend to the injured player. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the YDL Sports Network and Bigfoot Legends.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
We're back here. That was number 8, Thalen Allison, walking off gingerly but under his own power. It'll be second and goal at the 4. 5:24 left here in the second quarter. 15-6. Central Clarion on top of Keystone. Keystone, after the big kickoff return and the big run by Corsetti, has second and goal at the 4. They're going to put Nellis in motion now. Corsetti keeps it, and Corsetti is going to walk into the end zone for a touchdown for the Panthers.
That case right there, Eli Nellis was a distraction, and Dom just basically walks in the end zone. Somebody lost sight of what's happening there on the defensive side.
Now Keystone looks like it might go for 2 here. Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for 2, down 3. Either they don't trust the snap here, or because you'd think that still would call to go for an extra point, Larry. So, and again, the kicker is pretty good, but they're going to go for 2, and they're going to do it out of the shotgun with a sidecar Nellis. Corsetti takes the snap. Corsetti looks to throw. He's under pressure. He rolls. Looking, throws towards the end zone. It's tipped, and it's picked off in the end zone, and that'll be the end of that play. So the pass play is no good. Now with 5:16 to go, it's 15-12 in favor of Central Clarion. We'll be back here in 15 seconds on the YDL Sports Network and Bigfoot Legends.
All American HQ custom apparel and engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All American HQ custom apparel and engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
Back here, 5:16 to go in the Verisketty Holdings second quarter. Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football here in the YDL Sports Network. We got a good one here in Knox, 15-12 in favor of Central Clarion. A couple of big special teams plays has helped Keystone to that 12 points. You know, Todd Smith played for Clyde Conti, as did Davey Eggleton. One of the things that Clyde Conti's teams always did was have great special teams, Larry.
Absolutely.
They won games sometimes when they shouldn't have because of their special teams. So Slogenhop will kick off here. His last kickoff was a short one. We'll see what he does this time. Again, it's another pooch. And it is caught and hit immediately. He should have called a fair catch, and he didn't. That was number 24, Jeremiah Queenan. And it'll be at the 41-yard line. And slow to get up on the play there is
52.
Brant Parker.
Yeah.
He was hit. He was right. He went for the ball at about the same time. Call at the 42-yard line. There is 5:14 left now here in the first half. Again, 15-12, Central Clarion in the lead. Under center here is Hyman. Puts a man in motion, and he hands it to that man. That is Allison, who came off injured. Nice to see him back out there right away.
Yes.
He's tackled after a short gain up to about the 43, 44-yard line.
It's a good start there, 3 yards.
Just a little sweep
second
play.
and doable.
Outside the 45. We'll call it the 45 because he's inside. He's over the 44, so we'll give him 3 on the play.
We'll see what usually the counter to this is a play off of that. They'll fake the jet. Then they'll come back with a counter tray.
So again, they're going with one back. That's Rex. Tight formation. Single receiver way to the left. They put Allison in motion, and now they hand it, and the ball was on the ground, and Keystone says it has it, and I think they do. They do.
That's an inside trap. And Keystone blitzed right into it.
That was Beckwith who couldn't handle it, and Keystone will take over here at the 45-yard line of Central Clarion after the fumble.
Momentum switching here.
So 4:21 left here now in the Veriskety Holdings second quarter, and Keystone in Central Clarion territory after the fumble recovery. I did not see who had the fumble recovery there.
Right.
It was 52 according to our cameraman, Andrew Hoffman, and here's Corsetti. Right. And Corsetti has a first down. It looks like out to about the 35-yard line. We'll see where they mark him out of bounds. It might be just short of the 35.
He just not only showed his speed there, but his ability to break tackles. He broke 2 tackles on that run.
In fact, they're going to put him out at the 36-yard line.
The second is short. This is a good opportunity to maybe stretch this defense a little bit, Mr. Smith, and throw that ball deep.
Second down and 1 here. Out of the gun with nobody now. He puts a man in motion. He's going to hand it to that man. That is Nellis. Nellis tries to hit the corner. He does. He's at the 35, the 25, and out of bounds at about they're going to say he's inside.
It's a penalty. They're going to call it on Henry.
Yeah, it's going to come back here. There's a flag down at the 34-yard line. Good catch there, Larry.
Right.
We'll see if this play even counts.
This is, again, one of these situations where the initial contact may have been in the front, but then as the player turns to run.
So they are going to give him the gain to the 34 and then mark the penalty off from there.
Should be the spot of the foul, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah. And that's where the foul was. It was at the 34-yard line, and then they're going to mark it back to the 44.
It's about 2nd and 9 now. And they're coming for a radio audience here. They got 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And in a gun formation with Corsetti.
So 2nd down and 9. It's a Carrier Insurance 2nd down. Carrier Insurance rooting on Brendan Carrier of the Central Clarion Wildcats.
But the fake here comes backside again.
Corsetti picks his way out to about the 41-yard line, where it'll bring up a 3rd down and medium.
Central Clarion did a good job staying disciplined on that.
So give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Leading that play is, I think one of the better offensive linemen is that Brady Dunlap, number 56. And they have got trips right and deuces left and gun.
Looking to throw is Corsetti. Has plenty of time. Nobody opens. Now he's going to have to be flushed out of the pocket. Throws it downfield, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Nellis, and looks like it was broken up over there by Beckwith.
And Central Clarion may have gotten a hand on him, and I think the Keystone staff was looking for a holding call there.
So 4th and 6, and now what do you do if you're Todd Smith? I punt if it's me, Larry.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
you've
a
got a
15-12
close game
game,
here.
2:35 to go.
Yeah,
Don't
play
give
the
Central
field.
Clarion a short field. Your offense has basically been just the fake punt so far.
Right.
Then the one run by Corsetti after that, after the long kickoff return. But it looks like they're going to go for it here. They actually marked that ball back about a half a yard. Now we're going to get a timeout, I believe. Just going to call this timeout.
You know, one of the people on
Larry, we're going to have to step aside here. We'll be right back here in 30 seconds here on the YDL Sports Network.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Back here after the Ross Becker Insurance timeout. Ross Becker Insurance Group with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, right by Cranberry High School, right by the Sheets there in Seneca. Ross Becker Insurance strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for the valued team members. TeamRossBecker.com. That's ROSSBACHER. So Larry, right there before timeout, you wanted to say something, but we had to go for a commercial there.
Well, I think one of the situations, I think Todd's going to go for it here. I mean, it's 2:35, 2 minutes to go. Clarion has it, other than that one big pass to Burford right there. I think he's going to look at, taking a shot here. And we could see a what I used to call Penn State screen with either Henry. They're coming back in the middle on this.
From the 41.5-yard line, out of the gun with Henry as sidecar, takes the snap. Corsetti looks to throw, looking downfield. He's got Nellis. He throws it to him. Nellis drops the ball. Nellis dropped the ball at the 10-yard line. He was wide open. He had a step and a half on the Central Clarion defender, and he dropped the football.
Central Clarion committed the ultimate error as a corner. He looked back. Just as he looked back, Nellis got 2 or 3 steps. One of the points I was I'm glad to see Jason Nellis back on the sidelines here. Longtime assistant coach and head coach here at Keystone, and he was one of the great Keystone players that went to that state final years ago in the 90s. See what Clarion does here.
So they'll take over here. First down and 10 at the 42-yard line, their own 42. They give it to Rex. Rex has some room. Rex might go. He's at the 30. He's at the 25. Cuts it up and down at the 20-yard line.
That's obviously a play that I think Coach Weber and his defensive staff are going to have to review because they're coming right over Hyman each time on that play.
So big momentum-changing play for Central Clarion with 2:15 to go here in the Veriskety Holdings second quarter. They lead 15-12, and they're right at the 20-yard line as they drive into the Red Bank Chevrolet red zone. You too can drive into the red zone with a great new car or used car from Red Bank Chevrolet, redbankchevrolet.com. Out of the gun is Hyman.
Plenty of time here. Be patient, Central Clarion.
Going to hand it off to Rex. Rex bounces it to the outside. Rex, flag goes down, and Rex goes down at the 20. This is in the area of a hold. I think this is coming back here.
It's either that. I don't know if he grabbed the face mask of the defender there, too. That could be. The flag was kind of thrown where he was running the ball. So he went out to stiff arm right there.
We'll wait for this Zunder and Associates penalty.
And the
call.
officials are talking it over.
Referee Mike Bassbinder coming over. Yeah, it's going to be a hold.
It's holding. You were right, Chris.
On Central Clarion, they'll mark it from the line of scrimmage, so they'll mark it back out to the Keystone 30-yard line.
I sometimes wonder, Chris, maybe you should have put a black and white stripe jersey on. You know?
Trust me, there are a lot of officials that would love to see that, Larry. Never happening. I enjoy what I do too much to give it up for that.
Well, you definitely are a good rule book. I will say that.
I'm going to put this down at the 30, I would
With
assume. It's taking them a
15
while.
yards.
Yep, they're going to put it down at the 30. Minute 44 to go here in the Varusketti Holding second quarter. It'll be a first down and 20 for the Wildcats here,
Right.
leading 15-12 late in the first half as the clock will run because it was a running play when the penalty happened. Out of the gun is Hyman, empty backfield, 2 receivers to each side. Looks to throw. Looking. Now he steps up, and now he wants to run, and now he's going to take off, and he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25 down to about the 22-yard line.
It's a good move in his part. I think there's just a good sign of maturity from last week. Last week he was getting chased, and he threw the ball he probably shouldn't have thrown against Kirkland.
So it'll be at the 20.
Like we did there.
It'll be the 23-yard line, Larry. So it'll be a second down and 13. Carrier Insurance, second down. CarrierInsuranceCares.com.
I think Central Clarion has all their timeouts left. They got
no hurry here with a minute 23 left. Plenty of time on the clock. Out of the gun. Sidecar's Heffel. Back to throw is Hyman. Under pressure, throws it short. It's Rex, and it's incomplete. I do believe it's incomplete. Well, let's see. They're going to give him the catch and then say it's incomplete. That's the correct call. We were waiting to see if they were going to say it was a catch and a fumble, but I didn't think he had it nearly long enough for it to be a
what
catch.
I like what those guys did right there is a consultation between the two of them.
Yes, very good job there by our refereeing crew. Bring up a third down now and 13, down to a minute 17 to go.
Now you got to
probably 4 down territory.
Reach into your razzle-dazzle package. And you do practice these.
Out of the gun. Sidecar to his right of Hyman is Heffel. Puts a man in motion. Fakes to that man. Looks to throw deep. Throwing over to the sideline, and Rex has it. He's going to be short of the first down at about the 11 or 12-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and short.
It was a great catch. Well.
So they're going to mark it. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 12. So it'll be 4th down and 2 here. Last year, this would have been a field goal situation. This year, it looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 2 at the Keystone 12. Up 3 of the Wildcats, 15-12 at the Keystone 12-yard line. They're going to go empty set here for Hyman. Hyman takes the snap, looks back to throw. Throws it over to the flat, and it's incomplete. Missed Rex by a good 3 yards. Turnover on downs. Keystone's defense holds with a minute 7 to go here in the Varusketti Holding second quarter. Larry, he had him over there. Rex was wide open, but Carter Hyman just missed him. That's that inexperience of that sophomore quarterback. Bet you in 2 years he doesn't miss that pass.
Right. I thought they might run the ball right there. They've been pretty successful running that play. And
now out of the gun is Corsetti. He puts a man in motion. That's Henry.
He's
Faked it
coming
to him.
back.
Corsetti's going to keep it. He's going to fight his way out to about the 15-yard line, and I imagine Central Clarion's going to call a timeout here, or so I would think. I don't see it yet.
No.
So they're not, well, now they do. Corsetti out to the 15, and yes, the Central Clarion does call a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here in 30 seconds on Bigfoot Legends and the YDL Sports Network.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Back here as Central Clarion uses its first time out. Becker Insurance timeout. Becker Insurance location in Seneca, also Northeast in Corey. Had a chance to talk to Brad Allen, the owner, on Wednesday. He was down watching his daughter Grace, who's a fantastic volleyball player for Corey. Great to talk to Brad, see him. He's such a good guy, Larry. One of these days I'll have an opportunity to introduce you to him.
Yes.
So second down here and 7 at the 15. Man in motion is Nellis. They'll hand it to Henry on the counter, and Henry is met, and he's going to be dropped right at the line of scrimmage. And I imagine Central Clarion will use another timeout here. They will, and we'll take it with them here on the YDL Sports Network, and Bigfoot Legends will return in 20 seconds.
Are you planning for retirement? Looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippenville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today. Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor. Member FINRA, SIPC.
Back here after another Team Ross Becker timeout. I want to remind you, today's game being brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. Find out all there is to do in Warren, PA at WCVB.net. View of tonight's game brought to you by Venango County. Your view of the field, as always, brought to you by Hayden Weber and Venango County. Station 101, broadcast booth. Station 101 in DuBois. Craft beer, craft food, craft service. Station 101pub.com. So now it's third down and 8 from the, well, we'll call it 7 from the 15.
Yeah, I got my eyes on number 1 here.
One timeout for each team. Out of the gun is Corsetti with Moni as the sidecar. Corsetti hands it to Nellis, and Nellis is going to lose yard. And now we get a late flag. Oh, geez, what would this have been, Larry? It looks like something late, and could it have been somebody from Central Clarion piling on? And I think it is, and that's going to be costly because that's going to be a first down instead of the Wildcats getting the ball back. But we saw this in the state title game, and it was hurtful for the Wildcats, if you remember last December.
Yeah, I did. First, I'm kind of picking my head out around the corner right here, Chris. I couldn't really see the complete action right there.
The officials are still talking about it here. Play was down at the 14. Waiting for the call. We're going to get a personal foul on the Wildcats. They'll mark that from the line of scrimmage, so it'll be out at the 30, and it'll be a first down for Keystone. So costly penalty there for the Wildcats. First and 10, Keystone at their own 30 with the 40.2 seconds to go. It's under insurance. It's under an associate's penalty. On the field, you don't always have representation when a call goes against you. But in the real world, there's Zunder and Associates, PCs, underlaw.com. Let's see what Keystone chooses to do now with one timeout at the 30-yard line after not really doing much inside the 20.
Got Nellis down there to the right here. I'll look for him to throw deep.
They're going to counter this, and it is that Nellis with it?
I'm going to say play they just ran. They ran that counter.
That was Nellis with it. Nellis will pick up yardage out to the 34-yard line, and now Keystone will call its final timeout with 25.2 seconds to go. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here in 30 seconds on Bigfoot Legends and the YDL Sports Network.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Back here after another Team Rossbacher timeout. It is 2nd and 6 for Keystone at their own 34. They're out of timeouts with 25.2 seconds to go. I know if this was Larry Weiser, he's probably just taking a knee and going into halftime, but Todd Smith, a little bit more of a gambler. I don't expect to see that. Out of the gun, Corsetti keeps it himself, and he's going to lose yards back at the 31-yard line.
God, I hate to see my quarterback take that kind of whacking.
I think this should do it for the first.
They're going to let it run out. Yep.
Half. So the first half comes to a close with Central Clarion leading Keystone 15-12. We'll be back here on the YDL Sports Network and Bigfoot Legends in 3 minutes.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With locations in Shippenville and Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
We're back here at halftime with Central Clarion leading Keystone 15-12. It's time for the Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency halftime show. You're in good hands with Allstate Insurance and the David Jones Agency. Dave will always help you make the right decisions with your insurance needs. Call him today at 814-223-4000. It's time to take a look at our Jenny Montgomery Scott and Clarion halftime stats. No matter where you are in life, just starting out in your peak earning years nearing retirement or contemplating your legacy, Jenny Montgomery Scott is here for you. When you work with Jenny Montgomery Scott, it's about going beyond investing. It's about connecting your life and your finances. JennyClarion.com. So let's take a look here at our Jenny Montgomery Scott statistics. Waiting for those to come up for me here and taking a look here. We've got Central Clarion with 161 yards of offense on 29 plays. Keystone 165 on 33 3 plays. The Panthers 154 yards on the ground. Central Clarion 102 on the ground. Central Clarion 59 passing. Keystone just 11 yards passing. Individually for Central Clarion on the ground, it's been a lot of Ethan Rex. 15 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown. Alex Love has 2 carries for 13 yards and a touchdown. Carter Hyman, 2 carries for 9 yards. Hyman, 3 of 7 passing for 59 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Rex, 2 catches for 20 yards. Burford, 1 for 39. For Keystone, Dom Corsetti, 12 carries, 120 yards, and 2 scores. Eli Nellis, 8 carries and 23 yards. Jacob Henry, 3 for 10. Brady Dunlap, 1 for 1. Passing, Corsetti, 3 for 9 for 11 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Joey Spence, Eli Nelson, each 1 catch for 5 yards. Rankin, 1 for 1. Those are your Jenny Montgomery Scott in Clarion statistics. We'll be back here on the YDL Sports Network and Bigfoot Legends 7 Mountain Media in 3 minutes.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours, Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Back here at Keystone High School at the half, 15-12, Central Clarion in the lead here on the YDL Sports Network. D9and10sports.com for all your sports high school needs. Go to D9and10sports.com. Also here on Bigfoot Legends Radio, BigfootLegendsRadio.com. It's time for our Generational Wealth Management Scoreboard. John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazek, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for your investment needs. They offer world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. Find out more at gwm.nm.com. That's gwm.nm.com. Taking a look at our scores. Great one going on over in DuBois. DuBois 28, Punxsutawney 27 in the second quarter. Brockway 12, St. Mary's 6 in the second quarter. Port Allegany all over Montauk, 52-0 at the half. Karn City all over Brookville, 55-0 in the third quarter. Kane in a tight one at Countersport leads 6-0 at the half. Ridgeway at Smethport is scoreless at halftime. Clearfield and Bedford tied at 7 at the half down in Bedford. Cameron County all over West Branch, 34-7. Bradford 14, Otto Eldred 8 in the second quarter. We do not have a score on the Winburn-Kerwinsville game. Of course, in District 9, last night it was Union AC Valley 26, Red Bank 22. In District 10 last night, it was Conneaut 23, Iroquois 13. Tonight in District 10, Farrell all over Fort LaBeouf at the half, 24-3. Mercer 14, Lakeview nothing at the half. Reynolds 16, Maplewood nothing at the half. Hubbard, Ohio at Wilmington tied at 14 at the half. Cambridge Springs 15, Northwestern nothing in the second quarter. Cockerton 19, Union City 13, second quarter. Eisenhower was last beating Sagertown 14-6, but that was a first quarter score. Sure, that game is further along now. Corey 33, Warren nothing in the second quarter. Grove City 21, Fairview nothing in the second quarter. Girard 28, Titusville 21 in a shootout in the second quarter. University Prep had an early 6-0 lead over Hickory, but again, that was a first quarter score. We do not have an update on that one. Meadville 15, Connellsville 7 at the half. General McLean 14, Harbor Creek nothing in the second quarter. Mentor, Ohio 14, McDowell 12 in the second quarter. Northeast 13, Seneca nothing in the second quarter. Sharon 13, Cathedral Prep 9 in the second quarter. Oil City all over Mercyhurst Prep 29-7 in the second quarter. Again, you can get all those scores at D9and10sports.com where we run a live scoreboard. Nicholas Ricavina does that for us every Friday night. We're going to step aside here again. We will return in 2 minutes and 40 seconds here on the YDL Sports Network and Bigfoot Legends.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Eternally Clean Cemetery and Monument Service is the top choice for honoring loved ones with headstone cleaning and flower assortments. Call Corey at 814-227-9370 or Samantha at 814-227-9913 for a free estimate. Visit their Facebook page or eternally-clean.com to learn more. Let your loved one's headstone shine with their Resting Clean promise. Are you planning for retirement? Looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippenville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today. Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC. Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility, offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today. You'll always score a great deal on your mobile home and other home improvement supplies when you go to Tempest Supply and Service, located next to Showcase Homes in Raised Corners, halfway between Clarion and Shippenville. Tempest Supply and Service is your one-stop shop for high-quality home parts, including doors, windows, furnaces, steps, and essential supplies. A good garbage company is like a good long snapper. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For a great, dependable garbage service in Clarion County, nobody does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsongarbageservice.com.
Located at 500 Broad Street, Red Bank Chevrolet is proud to be your new Bethlehem auto dealer, offering a wide variety of new cars and trucks, as well as certified used vehicles. We also welcome our Brookville, Pittsburgh, Katanning, and Oil City customers, and are committed to placing the keys of the right vehicle in your hands. What are you waiting for? Stop by and see us today, or give us a call at 814-275-2410.
Welcome back. Halftime, 15-12, Central Clarion over Keystone. Now time for our Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. Score a great round of golf at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Hunter Station Keystone opened the scoring at the 9:50 mark of the first quarter after a 70-plus yard fake punt run by Dom Corsetti. Corsetti took it in from a yard out. It was 6-0 Keystone after the failed two-point conversion. Central Clarion took the lead at 7-6 at the 8:37 mark of quarter number 2. Ethan Rex on a 3-yard run. Logan Bish the kick. Then at the 6:24 mark, Alex Love, 9-yard run. Bad snap on the extra point, but Beckwith was able to rush it in for the two-point conversion to make it 15-6 in favor of the Wildcats. And then Dom Corsetti, 4-yard run. Pass failed at the 5:16 mark, and it was 15-12. That's where we stand at the half, 15-12 in favor of Central Clarion. We're going to step aside one last time here. When we come back, we'll have Weiser's Wisdom with the Rehab Center second half adjustments on the YDL Sports Network and Bigfoot Legends. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. As you approach retirement, it is important to accumulate assets and build a financial plan that can sustain your lifestyle during your golden years. While calculating the cost of your changing income needs can be daunting, our Retirement Income Evaluator can help you develop a roadmap for the future. To learn more, stop by our office located at 162 South 2nd Avenue in Clarion. Give us a call at 814-223-9990 or visit JannyClarion.com. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC. Why should you choose Nolf, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Fairmont City? Why wouldn't you choose them? At Nolf, their sales are speedy and include upfront and straightforward pricing. If it's service and parts you're after, they have skilled technicians who are factory trained while offering knowledgeable parts experts. Maybe you need Nolf's full-service body shop offering top-quality collision repair to all makes and models of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Or do you want to cruise the highway in a clean, shiny vehicle thanks to Nolf's detailing service? No matter your needs, Nolf, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Fairmont City is there for you. Find out more at NolfChryslerDodge.com.
We're back here on the YDL Sports Network, Bigfoot Legends. Now time for our Rehab Center second half adjustments. With 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning, the Rehab Centers are always making the right adjustments. The Rehab Centers, chiropractors caring for health, therehabcenters.com, Old English spelling with the RES at the end. It's now time for those adjustments brought to you by Weiser's Wisdom and DE Sports in downtown Clarion. DE Sports is a family-owned custom apparel shop offering embroidery, screen printing, vinyl, and sublimation. DESportsinc.com.
Well, first I'm going to start talking about how Clarion's defense has done a good job taking away Keystone's bread and butter plays. When I talk about their bread and butter plays, that's Corsetti. Now, Corsetti's gotten some gains, but they've really taken that big play away, and they've stayed disciplined. And one of the things that happened, I think, Coach Louder and his staff on defense need to continue to remind everybody to continue doing what they're doing well. Offensively, I like what Clarion was doing running the ball. I mean, they were beginning to take up big chunks of yardage. They're keeping their offense on the field and keeping Keystone's potentially very dangerous offense from being on the field. And so I think that's a key coming back is run that ball, run that ball, run that ball. On Keystone's side, I'm going to start with defense. I think they need to look at somehow making an adjustment. Pretty much most of that yardage was behind Hayden Hyman on the right-hand side right there. He was doing a good job blocking and, to stop that misdirection stuff there. So they're going to have to be able to stop the run, if not completely, just to eliminate some of the big runs that Rex had right there. On the opposite side there, I also believe that good teams begin to make adjustment. I think there were opportunities maybe for some deep passes to loosen up Clarion's defense a little bit. They've done a nice job trying to run misdirection stuff and get some stuff on the outside that may be an opportunity for him to throw deep and get over the top.
So those are your rehab center adjustments with Weiser's Wisdom, and those are brought to you by DE Sports. Here's a quick commercial for 20 seconds from DE Sports.
Are you looking for fundraising ideas? Does your team need sports apparel promotional items? Maybe it's a team store you're looking for. Call or visit DE Sports Inc. on Main Street in Clarion. If you dream it, they make it. Call them at 814-226-4871 and like them on Facebook. Dave Eastad and crew will take care of you.
Special shout out to Dave Eastad and DE Sports. Dave played for you, didn't he, Larry?
I'll tell you what, Chris, I've been unable to hear here because of the drums right below. So go ahead.
Dave Eastad, he played for you, didn't he?
Oh, God, yeah. He made a spectacular interception in the Little 12 championship game. We had him in on a nickel defense, and he made a key play that ended up beating Beast Brady in that game.
So we're getting ready for the second half kickoff, brought to you by Advanced Drainage Systems. For all your stormwater management solutions, find out more at adspipe.com. Slog and Hop to kick off for Keystone as they receive the first half kickoff. They'll kick off to start this third quarter brought to you by Acusure. Acusure, with locations in DuBois, is the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network. Find out more at Acusure.com/mid-Atlantic. Today's game being brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. Find out more at WCVB.net. Matt Alston makes an appearance in the press box. Central Clarion star from a year ago. Here's the kickoff. This time it's going to be a deep kick. It'll be taken by Burford at the 11. Burford cuts up at the 20. Burford tries to cut to the corner. He does. He's over the 30. He's still on his feet. Now he's giving ground back at the 25. Trying to hit the corner again. Hits the 30 and finally comes down at the 32 or 33-yard line. So a lot of running there for Mason Burford to get out to the 33-yard line.
That was kind of an interesting change. I was, wanted to almost make that point at halftime, but they may want to try to kick a little bit deeper, and then maybe just the opposite. Central Clarion may want to kick a little bit shorter.
Central Clarion will take over. It looks like they're going to put the ball down here at about the 34-yard line.
We'll see if they come back what they were successful with at the first half. They are coming back in that kind of stack formation. They got a tight end wing right.
So they're going to go with the shotgun with two backs this time. Here's the handoff to Rex. Rex finds some room. Rex tripped up, but not until he crosses the 39 to about the 40-yard line.
Pick up a good 6 yards right there. I mean, to give you some idea, this kid can run this Ethan Rex, and, he's 5'10". It has him down 170 pounds. He's bigger than that.
So it'll be second down. We'll call it 4 here from the 40. It's a Carrier Insurance second down. They're going to hand it off to Rex again. Rex picking his way.
This time he went.
And he'll be stopped at about, but I think there's a flag. Is there a flag on the play? Yes, there is. Yeah, there's a flag. It's going to be a chop block on a lower block below the waist on the Central Clarion Wildcats. I thought I saw a flag come out there, and I did, and they're going to mark that off, I believe, from the line of scrimmage. They will. So the Zunder and Associates PC penalty is going to send Central Clarion all the way back. That's a 15-yarder. They're going to go all the way back to the 24-yard
Boy, these are killers.
line. They're actually going to mark off 16 yards on that for some reason. So it's going to be at the 24-yard line. That's a killer of a penalty. It'll be second down now and 20. So out of the gun here is Hyman on 2nd and 20. He looks to throw. Wants to go to Burford. Burford makes the catch at the 40, and he's tackled there immediately by Nellis. In fact, they're going to
Got to back a big chunk of the yardage.
Yeah, they're
right
going to
there.
mark him down at the 39-yard line.
Kind of a deep hitch on that play.
So it's a pickup of 15, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 for Central Clarion. First 3rd down here of the second half. 3rd down is brought to you by Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. When you get backed up, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gets you moving again.
Keystone's really double covering. They're coming with the blitz.
And here's Rex, and Rex is going to get nowhere. He is dropped at the line of scrimmage. So it looks like Keystone has come up with a defensive stop to start this second half.
I think that was Spence coming in there.
So back to punt
Number 11,
here.
Joey Spence coming in on the blitz on that. Really not given a chance to get that play.
Logan Bish in for the Daddy's and Clarion punt. You'll never have to punt on dinner or lunch when you go to Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion. Getting ready to punt here is Bish. Bish rolls. Bish is going to fake it. Bish is going to not get close. Keystone stops him. And so now we've had 3 fake punts in this game, and only one of which has worked. So an interesting decision there. I don't know if that was called or if that was, hey, if you see something, do it. But he is stopped at the 40-yard line of the Wildcats, and that's where Keystone will take over with 9:31 to go here in quarter number 3.
If he's going to do it, I really would prefer to really run it to the wide side of the field there, get an opportunity for a kid to use his speed. Keystone's coming in there 2-by-2 formation, gun with the setback.
Corsetti's going to keep it himself. Corsetti is dragging a defender with him. That's Beckwith, and he drags him for about 5 yards up to about the Central Clarion 35-yard line.
And I would call that play just basically a quarterback ISO, the lead back, block the end for him, or it was really an off-tackle play.
It's down to 9:26 on a running third quarter clock, 15-12 in favor of Central Clarion. Keystone with the ball at the Wildcat 35-yard line after the failed fake punt attempt by the Wildcats.
Now they're coming out and a trips left, 2 receivers to the right.
Back to throw is Corsetti. It's tipped in the air. It is.
Is it intercepted?
No, it's incomplete. It was almost intercepted. So I kind of paused there. There was a bunch of Wildcats around it, but they weren't able to come up with it.
I think that's a second tip by Hayden Hyman there.
It is. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Now you got to figure this is 4-down territory, Larry.
Absolutely.
$9:20 to go here in the Acrisure third quarter. Today's game also being brought to you by North Chrysler Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Fairmont City.
Now we're going to no back, but we have a double wing to the right with the tight end and 2 receivers to the left.
They're going to put Nellis in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Rolling now to his right and dropping back is Corsetti. He throws downfield, and it's picked off. It's picked off. It's picked off by Jackson Marinovich, and Marinovich is going to be
flags
out
everywhere there now.
Across the 45 to the 40, but there are a couple flags down. Pick that ball off at about the 24, 25-yard line.
See what the penalty is, you know.
I think it's going to be after the interception. Yeah, there's a block in the back after the interception.
Okay.
So it'll remain Central Clarion football, but it's going to be deep in their own territory. But they will get the interception. They had almost picked it off on the play before, and that time they did. So they're going to mark it at the 27-yard line. So they're going to give them the return to the 37. So Central Clarion will take over here at the 27-yard line.
Now they're coming back in a 2-by-2, 2 receivers on each side. Rex is in the backfield.
9:09 left here in the third quarter at their own 27. Handoff to Rex. Rex picks his way over the 30, gets out to about the 33-yard line before he's brought down.
Some good hard running. I mean, Keystone's made some adjustments at half. I think Coach Weber's the defensive coordinator, and they're coming through on some clean blitzes right there. That the blitzing linebacker just basically kind of ran by Rex. It was almost kind of a draw situation, Chris, in that play.
So about a 2nd down and 4.
They have, is it second?
Yeah, it should be second down.
Yeah, it should be
Yeah,
second.
it's second
yeah.
down. It's on the.
Yeah.
It's there. It's 2nd down and 4.
2-by-2 formation, gun right.
Beckwith is the sidecar.
Something
Hyman
happened.
is going to have to keep it himself after a busted play. He's going to get close to the first down, out to about the 36, almost the 37-yard line.
I think it was a broken play. I mean, he was faking to air.
So to bring up a 3rd down and about 1. Third down, and we'll call it about a 1.5 yards here. Out of the gun is Hyman. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to have enough for the first down out near the 40-yard line.
I think Ethan Rex aided him a little bit there, getting that extra yard that he needed there.
We'll call it the 40. First down. Tennessee Builder Supply first down. Pickup of about 3.5. 15-12. Central Clarion 7:12 to go here on a running third quarter clock. Third quarter brought to you by AccuSure. Out of the gun is Hyman for Central Clarion. Their second possession of the half. He looks to throw. Now he's going to pull it down, and he's going to be sacked. He's going to be sacked back at about the 35-yard line.
Great pressure there. And that was number 22 for Keystone, applying the initial pressure right there. And that's Landon Mooney. He's a sophomore.
Bring up a 2nd down and 15. It's a Carrier Insurance 2nd down. Carrier Insurance cheering on number 53, Brendan Carrier of the Wildcats. Carrier Insurance provides insurance and PA notary services for your autos, trucks, trailers, and motorcycles. Carrier Insurance for all your insurance needs. CarrierInsuranceCares.com. 2nd down, 15. Back to throw is Hyman. Looking downfield, throws it. He throws it high, and it's incomplete, intended for Rex. And coming up limping on that play is Henry, and he's down over there.
There's an injury timeout here, Chris.
With that injury timeout, we will step aside here for 25 seconds. We'll be back here on the YDL Sports Network and Bigfoot Legends.
Eternally Clean Cemetery and Monument Service is the top choice for honoring loved ones with headstone cleaning and flower assortments. Call Corey at 814-227-9370 or Samantha at 814-227-9913 for a free estimate. Visit their Facebook page or eternally-clean.com to learn more. Let your loved one's headstone shine with their resting clean promise.
Back here as they continue to attend to the injured Panther. It does look like it might just be a cramp the way that they're stretching him out over there. So getting up over there is Henry, and he's still limping, though, as he's going to have to limp all the way across the field. Poor kid. Get that cramp. Like I said, it looks like it's a cramp. Hope that's all it is. Now his teammates are going to come over and help him out. That's looks like Spence and number 53, Austin Fife. Or is that 57? That's 57, actually. Dylan Albertine. So, yeah, still not putting a lot of weight on it. But again, I don't think it's one of those situations where it looked like they were trying to stretch him out over there is what it looked like they were doing. Down, and yeah, they're going to continue to stretch him here. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 15 here for the Wildcats. It's a Loons. Larry, I don't have your mic up. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Sorry, Larry. There you go.
I'm a little leery about trying to force something in here deep. I think, a rather safer play. They've been playing good defensively. Punt the ball.
So they're going to put a man in motion. That is Guth. Back to throw is
They're going to
Hyman.
run the screen.
And now Hyman's going to tuck it. Hyman's going to run. Hyman takes a hard hit, and down he goes at about the 44-yard line, about 6 yards short of the first down.
And whoever tackled him has the cramp now.
So Spence now. They will mark it at the 44-yard line where it'll bring up a 4th down and 6 here. And we saw this last year in an early season game where Keystone had a lot of cramping issues, Larry, and we didn't see it last week, but maybe that had to do with the score of the game. Not as many guys having to play a full game in that one.
I've had my fair share over the years. It's a mystery what sometimes. I mean, some people blame it on conditioning, but I've had a couple kids, graded boys, who were always working hard at practice, and they were in great shape.
So Spence is up, walking himself off the field here. A little bit of a limp. His doesn't look like it was quite as bad as the one to Henry, but keeping the athletic trainer here at Keystone hopping are the Panthers. It's now 4th down, and now Rex is in the punt this time. So Rex, who was the punter at times last year, had given way to Logan Bish, but now Rex is back to punt. Now Keystone's got to pay attention because Rex could pull it down and run.
Right. I think Clarion they're switching the sides there.
So now Ethan Rex will look to punt, and Keystone calling out some things. The coaching staff is Rex ready to punt. Rex is going to roll, and now we've got a flag. I think somebody moved early. Yeah, somebody moved early for Keystone or for Central Clarion. So that'll push them back to about the 39-yard line.
I don't know if that necessarily is going to be a fake. I mean, he did the rugby kick last year a lot of times.
Looking to punt again is Rex. Now punting from his own 38.5-yard line. Takes the snap, looks the kick. He puts up a long kick, and it's going to take a wildcat roll inside the 20 and going to be touched, it looks like, at about the 17-yard line.
For a radio audience, that rugby kick is that Ethan Rex took the snap, and he started running like he was going to keep the ball to the right. And while he's still running, he basically kicked the ball end over end and got a great roll out of it, and what's ended up in pretty good field position for Central Clarion right here.
Yeah, Central Clarion has put Keystone back at its own 17-yard line. The Panthers trail 15-12 with 5:51 to go here in the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Accusure. Accusure and DuBois is the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network.
That Nellis way out here.
Out of the gun is Corsetti. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Ooh, almost picked off there by Beckwith, and if he had intercepted it, he would have been gone.
Well, he read that well against Joey Spence coming out.
Now 2nd down and 10. So after a quick moving quarter and a half, Larry, this game has really slowed down as the teams have gone to the air more.
Corsetti has a really strong arm, but he kind of throws those line drives, and it's a little easier. For example, like Hyman has come in and knocked a couple of them down.
3 of 12 passing with an interception tonight is Corsetti. 2nd down and 10 from the 17, their own 17. Corsetti goes back to throw again. Looking, flushed out of the pocket. Looking, trying to direct traffic. Now he throws it, and it's caught there. It's caught by James Rankin, and Rankin is going to be close to the first down. He may have it out at about the 25, 27-yard line. We'll see.
And we got another cramp. We got a cramp on Central Clarion, too.
So I'm going to mark him just shy of the first down at the 26 and a half.
Tell you what becomes so tough defensively, Chris, is that he gets outside there, and then you got, is he going to run the ball? Is he going to throw the ball? Actually, Central Clarion had great coverage right there. Just he stuffed that ball right into his stomach through that line drive we talked about.
Looks like they initially marked the initial play at the 18, Larry. So
About 2 yards short, I would say.
So this game's going to be at the 26 and a half.
Thank you. Those fries that I was crying about earlier, our photographer here was able to pick me up an order of fries. Thank you.
That is Hayden Weber,
Yeah,
our
Mr.
Venango
Weber.
County View of the Field. Your View of the Field tonight is brought to you by Venango County. There's always something to see and do in Venango County. VenangoCountyPA.gov. Shout out to our cameraman, Hayden Weber, senior at Clarion High School.
We got 3rd and short. Be looking for Corsetti to keep the ball himself. He does,
and he's in trouble. Makes one guy miss, makes another guy miss, and he's not going to have the first down. He's going to be dropped back right around the line of scrimmage at about the 25, 26-yard line, and that's going to set up a 4th down. And Clarion was not fooled at all on that as they drop him all the way back at the 25.
We got to give Central Clarion a lot of credit. I mean, you're taking away, really just 3/4 of their offense last week when you're containing him.
So 4th down and 3. Corsetti back to punt. We've had 3 fake punts in this game. There's no guarantee that they're actually punting here. 2 by Keystone, 1 worked. 1 by Central Clarion did not work. We'll see what happens here. Looks like a Daddy's and Clarion punt. It is going to be. It's a high, short punt.
They've elected to go under center this time.
Now we get a whistle, and it's a timeout called by Keystone. We'll take the timeout with them. We'll return here in 30 seconds on the YDL Sports Network and Bigfoot Legends.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
Back here after the timeout. 4:37 left.
See if Central Clarion comes back out in the same formation, same play. I know Coach Smith and Coach Weber know this formation well. It's an unbalanced formation where they have the tight end is covered. He's not eligible, and they're running unbalanced to that side. So you have the guard, tackle, tight end. Now they've come back in a more traditional wing T formation now. We got Hyman's under center.
Puts a man in motion, back to throw.
Bro, he's got wide open.
He's
Gets
looking
the ball.
deep.
Well,
and it's under throwing, and there's a flag, and that's going to be pass interference.
Right.
Corsetti didn't get his head around. If he'd gotten his head around, it wouldn't have been, but he didn't get his head around that.
Again, I keep telling you, you need to put a black and white jersey on. You called that exactly right. Mr. Rossetti knows the rules.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. That'll move the ball into Keystone territory at Clarion's players are walking like it's the NFL. The referees are holding the ball back there, but it's at the 40-yard line is where they're going to mark it. So it's at the Keystone 40. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, it's not the spot foul like the college and the pros. Okay, now they're coming this unbalanced. They come back to it, and they're going to run the jet here.
And now we get another whistle and more flags.
No, it did not pause long enough. Carter has got to wait, and he's got to pause a second before he goes in motion, and that was the call right there.
It's under an associate's penalty. We'll move the ball back to the 45-yard line. So it'll be first down and 15, down to 4:29 to play. Third quarter, Central Clarion 15, Keystone 12 here on the YDL Sports Network and Bigfoot Legends, 101.3 FM, 94.1 FM, 1300 AM in Clarion. Part of the Seven Mountains Media Group. Great to have them along with us this year. So first down and 15 for the Wildcats at the 45 of the Panthers.
Inside trap here, maybe.
Here's the handoff. That is to Allison, and Allison picks his way for maybe a yard or two.
But he's fortunate to get a couple yards on that, to be honest with you. He was well contained on that. That was a counter coming back.
Give him a yard up to the 44. Bring it here, second down and 14. It's a Carrier Insurance second down.
Now they're back into that stack formation. Central Clarion takes a timeout on that. There's something they didn't like.
We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network in 40 seconds.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
We're back here.
That's one of those timeouts. I think you want to make sure you're in a good field position here. I mean, it's second and long, but you want to make sure you utilize or get something out of this field position right here. Make sure everybody's on the same page. They're coming back into what they had some success the first half there. They run kind of a stack. See what.
So now here's Rex. Is that Rex or Love? That was Love.
No, that's Love.
Yeah, 32, not 22, and he's going to pick
up
a
that's
few.
that scissor play. And very successful that play in the first half.
Get up to the 37 on it. So that'll bring up a third down and 7. They got half of what they needed there.
I mean, this is why you say pass, but I'll tell you what.
Down to
they come back into the stack again.
2:50 on a running third quarter clock. Out of the gun is Hyman.
Yeah,
Hyman is going to hand it off. That is Rex.
Wow.
Ooh. Gets knocked down at about the 32, 33-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down. Bring up a fourth down here in about 2 at the 32 of Keystone.
They're obviously going to go for it here. Let's see him run this same formation again.
Central Clarion 0 for 2 on fourth downs today. They're going to come out of the gun. Twins with Hyman. It's Love and Rex. Hyman's going to keep it himself. Hyman's going to get the first down and more. Still a thing that he loses the football, and I think Keystone's recovered. I think the Panthers have recovered at the 21-yard line. Hyman had the first down. He lost it, and Keystone recovers, and they do end up stopping him when it looked like they hadn't, thanks to the turnover by Carter Hyman.
We need to get Carter running under the chute a little bit. He's standing straight up on his runs, and he took one in the bread basket there when it caused some fun. What I'm talking about, when running backs, when they're about to be tackled, should lower their shoulder. Of course, quarterbacks don't do a lot of the running back drills a lot.
So they're going to mark it at the 23-yard line. There's 2:02 to go.
Little option here.
It is Nellis.
No.
Nellis doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage, and then there's a late flag.
Holding.
On the Panthers.
It's one of these things you sit there, should you take the down or the penalty, and then you take the penalty here. Now they've got to open their offense up.
So the hold on the Panthers will mark it all the way back at the 12-yard line. So Keystone at its own 12, facing a first down and about 21.
Here's where Central Clarion's got to watch Corsetti getting outside. And there he is. That's what
Corsetti
I'm
wants
talking
to
about.
Throwing downfield. He's got a man. That's Nellis out over the 25 to about the 26-yard line.
That's one of the things they're going to have to stop.
Gain of 14 on the play.
He's running to give me an idea how difficult throw that was. He's running to the sidelines and basically kind of sidearmed that to Nellis
There's
there.
more whistles. It's 2nd and 7. I'm not sure what's going on here. Going to have to take a lineman out.
Player coming out.
Now they're tying somebody's shoe as well. It looks like James Rankin's getting his shoe tied there by Josh Klein. So Klein ties shoe of Rankin. It is 2nd and I don't know, about 7 or 8 here. Scoreboard says 8. I've got 7, and not 100% sure where we're at right now, but it's 2nd down and a little over manageable. You
got
not behind the sticks anymore. Back to throw is Corsetti. Going to dump it off here to Spence. Spence is going to make a man miss, going to make another man miss. He's going to get a first down. So Joey Spence takes that little dump off.
Yeah, it's almost like a little fake screen there because Spence come out to block Hyman and then put a shoulder into him, then release downfield.
They're going to mark that at the 35-yard line.
A nice little play.
So first down and 10 at the 35 for Keystone. It's a nice better supply. First down off of that Carrier Insurance. 2nd down pickup. Down to a minute to play here in the 3rd quarter. Still 15-12 Central Clarion. Now, Corsetti's going to keep it and run. He is going to break a tackle from Beckwith and roll forward close to a first down, about a yard short at the 44-yard line.
I think they're going to mark it back. I mean,
I don't think so, Larry. I think they're going to mark it at the 44.
Yeah.
He was able to
kind of swung down. I thought his knee touched there a little bit earlier.
2nd down and a long one for the Panthers at their own 43.5-yard line. Out of the gun, Corsetti. He's going to keep it again. He's going to make a man miss. He's going to get the first down and more out to about the 46-yard line. They are going to put that down at the 46 as the clock winds under 20 seconds to play here in the Acrisure 3rd quarter on Allegheny Grill at Foxburg half.
There too with Play and Stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. A good garbage company is like a good long snapper. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For a great, dependable garbage service in Clarion County, nobody does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsongarbageservice.com.
Back here as we go to the 4th quarter.
I'll tell you, Chris, a great crowd here tonight. You look around, and the field's starting to almost be ringed with fans. So watch this great game between Central Clarion and Keystone. Central Clarion with a 3-point lead with Keystone driving right now.
It is 15-12 as we go to the fourth quarter. It is Keystone 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. This fourth quarter brought to you by Best Wealth Management. Looking back, the throw is Corsetti. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to take on a man, and he's going to get out to about midfield.
And he's done some hard running there. Right there again. He picked up probably another 2 or 3 yards on his own from the initial time that he was hit right there.
They are going to mark him right at midfield. This is the Best Wealth Management fourth quarter. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. BestWealthMGMT.com. That's BestWealthMGMT.com. Matt Best of the Keystone Panthers went to a state championship game right here. And then his daughters all played sports at Clarion High School. Back to throw is Corsetti. Looking downfield, throws it. It's tipped and it's picked off. It's picked off at the 35-yard line. And with that football, with his second pick of the game, is Marinovich.
Sophomore.
There are flags down. Again, I do believe this is going to be after the play. So Marinovich, with the tip drill, gets his second pick of the night.
What do you think this is, Chris?
I don't know, Larry. I have no idea what this might be.
It's a high tackle.
It's at the 37-yard line is where its flags are down. Waiting for the official markage here by the officials. It is going to be face mask on Central Clarion. Offsetting.
Right.
And they're going to... Larry, they said offsetting penalties, and they're saying it happened after the interception, so they'd have to be dead ball offsetting, wouldn't they?
The return, I mean,
Yeah, but offsetting penalties would offset the play.
That's what I would think.
So they're having to say that those penalties happened after the play.
Right.
So it'll be Central Clarion ball at the 37-yard line with 11:05 to go, up 3.
Okay,
so
good.
That's all that can be, is because if it's offsetting during the play, it's not an interception. Here's Rex with it. Rex has some room. Rex bowls his way towards midfield. He'll have a first down for the Wildcats. It's the Tenesta Builder Supply first down.
I haven't looked whether they flip time into the other side here, but they're coming back with that. When I talk about the stack, they're putting the wing backs behind the guard, and their tailbacks behind him with Rex to the opposite side from them, and kind of a open back set. We ran this when I was coaching. We just called this heavy. They're coming back into it again.
Now the ball's on the ground, and I think Central Clarion got back on top of it.
Wisely.
They did. I think Hyman was able to recover it.
Somebody tried to pick it up. You fall on that ball. That's what you're
going to lose a yard or so on the play, back to the 49-yard line.
They get a good play, and they've had a mental error of a penalty, and now a fumble here, or bad. It's a fumble. I don't think it was a bad snap.
No, second down and 11 now. It is a Carrier Insurance second down. Cheering on, number 53, Brendan Carrier.
Stack to the left, Rex to the right.
And now Keystone jumps offside.
Get to 5.
They're going to get 4 of those yards that they just gave up. 5 of the yards they just gave up. They gave up a yard, but
good change of cadence. Smart call over there, Coach Eggleton. They're anxious.
I'll mark the ball at the Keystone 46-yard line, where it'll be second down and 6. 9:48 to play here at regulation, 15-12 in favor of Central Clarion. Central Clarion hasn't been in a tight game like this since the state championship game last year, really the only one over the last few years. Different set of players now. Here's a handoff to Love. I think that's Love.
He gets back.
It is Love. And Love's going to have the first down and more. The little shifty runner is able to shift his way all the way over the 40 to about the 35, maybe the 36-yard line.
Nice call. I'm going to go back to changing that cadence, that call there. I thought that was obviously a big one there. That gave them that 5 yards right there. You think that's easy to do. I've had teams where you couldn't change that cadence. It's no matter how much you work on it. So we used to have what we called Noah. We went on 2, or we called Stooges. We went on 3.
So now out of the gun with 2 running backs.
That stack to the left again. See if they come back to it with
Hand
Rex.
Off to Rex. Rex over the left side. Rex bounces it to the outside. Rex is going to have a first down, but there's a flag down. There's a flag down as Rex is pushed out of bounds at about the 27-yard line.
Thrown.
We'll see what's going on here.
That second late flag there, that may be some talking on the sidelines there, Chris.
Rex had enough for the first down, it looks like, at the 25. Got a sideline warning. You're right. It was just a sideline warning, though. So Rex will get credit for that yardage to the 24, but then the holding penalty will bring it back to the 34. Where it will be
first down, yeah.
Be first down and
9 or 8.
Yeah, first and 8.
Come and stay in that stack. I like this.
34-yard line. Hyman out of the gun. Hyman's going to hand it to Rex. Rex, same play. Rex pounds his way up over the 30 to about the 29. They may mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
You're using time.
They will get him to the 29.
You're asserting. I like what Coach Eggleton's doing here.
Rex up to 132 yards rushing on the day on 22 carries.
Well, you got kids that can block like Central Clarion has. I mean, it's stay with us. Be patient.
Down to 8:35 on a running fourth quarter clock. 15-12 Wildcats. They're at the 29-yard line of Keystone. They're going to hand it to Love. Love's going to have the first down and more. Love breaks into the secondary. He's across the 20 down to about the 18-yard line as they enter the Red Bank Chevrolet Red Zone. Red Bank Chevrolet Red Zone. What better way to drive for a touchdown with a newer used car from Red Bank Chevrolet in New Bethlehem. RedBankChevrolet.com.
Central Clarion, I'm using the clock right here. Meticulously just driving this ball down the field.
This, of course, coming off the second interception from Jackson Marinovitz. I'm not pronouncing that right, Larry.
Okay, we had this stack right again, and Rex is still left here. We'll see if they come. Got to go the ball to Rex.
Now Rex with a big hole. Rex inside the 10. Rex still
my.
On his feet. Cuts at the 5. It's a Tampa touchdown for Ethan Rex and the Central Clarion Wildcats.
I got to tell you, that was some great offensive line play. Doug Knapp is going to be lineman coach heaven here after watching that part right there. And of course, Ethan Rex did a nice job running the ball, making the cutback from the touchdown.
So Central Clarion goes up 21-12, and now on to kick the extra point. I think that's Bish. Snap, hold, kick is up. That kick is good as Logan Bish hits the extra point. 7:48 left here in the fourth quarter. It is now 22-12. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the YDL Sports Network and 7 Mountains Media's Bigfoot Legends.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
23-12 with 7:48 to go here on Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network. Bigfoot Legends 101.3, 94.1, and 1300 AM. Streaming live at BigfootLegendsRadio.com. Now to kick off here, it's Danny Schweitzer as his team now leads.
Be huge here right now if they can just, again, do what they just did. Run the ball down the field.
So 7:46 to go. Bobcats having just scored, go up 22-12. I got to change that score on our thing. I gave us one
But I
too many
still have a
points.
sneaky suspicion that Coach Eggleton might try to sneak a throw up here, though.
So Central Clarion recovers that, and that's a backbreaker. That's back-to-back mistakes by Keystone. The interception followed by that. Not getting that. And here's Love. Nope, they're going to keep it on the ground. And Alex Love's got a huge hole. Alex Love's got a first down inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line.
Again, what I like seeing is Central Clarion's line going down the field and getting some good blocks downfield. This, I know, talking to Coach Smith at the end of his Brookville game last week, he asked him his thoughts about this week, and he really felt this would be the challenge, is this offensive line from Central Clarion.
1st and 10 at the 23. Here's
Rex.
a handoff to Rex. Rex cuts it in. Rex on his feet. Rex cuts it back. Now he cuts it back inside. He's inside the 10. Ball's loose, but I think Burford got on top of it.
Back, yeah.
I think Burford recovers for Central Clarion at the 10-yard line. Central Clarion does recover that ball at the 10 or the 9.
Yeah, Keystone's done a good job stripping that ball in these runners tonight.
So Burford, I do believe, got on top of that as they now enter the Red Bank Chevrolet Red Zone. Clarion is entering the Red Bank Chevrolet Red Zone. What better way to drive for a touchdown than with a newer used car from Red Bank Chevrolet in New Bethlehem? RedBankChevrolet.com. 1st and goal for Central Clarion at the 10-yard line. They're up 22-12 with 6:40 to go on a running fourth quarter clock. Here's a handoff to Love. Love cuts it in. Love will be tackled after a short gain, maybe to the 8, maybe to the 7.
Looks like about 3 or 4 yards.
3 at the most, I believe. I think it's at the 7. It's inside the yellow soccer, so we'll call it the 7.
One of the things I'd like to see Keystone adjust right now, they're really kind of double covering Burford out there, given the fact that they've been successfully running this ball. Just take a chance and bring another defensive player down inside.
Down here now, Hyman's going to keep it himself. Hyman into the line. Hyman using his leg power inside the 5 down to about the 4 or the 3.
Yeah. I'd like to see if they're going to do this a lot. I'd like to see Carter go with the running back coach a little bit, learn to lower his shoulders a little bit when he's running the ball. A good sized quarterback.
All at the 3. 3rd down and goal at the 3. Any hope for Keystone? They're going to have to come up with a goal line stand here. Down 22-12 with 5.5 minutes to go on a running fourth quarter clock. Fourth quarter brought to you by Best Wealth Management. Out of the gun is Hyman. He's got Love and Rex next to him.
I would look for Rex.
And it goes to Love. Love cuts it in. Love hit. Love still on his feet. Love fighting. He'll go down right at about the line of scrimmage at the 3. Maybe loses a yard back to the 4, and it'll bring up a big 4th down in this ball game now.
The question is, do you kick an extra or a field goal here? I don't think it really impacts the score. You're up by 10.
I've lost 2 yards on that back at the 5.
Well, 16.
So now Central Clarion looking over as the clock continues to run. I wouldn't be surprised if the Wildcats call timeout here.
Run the clock all the way down.
There used to be play clocks here, but I'm not seeing the play clocks here anymore, Larry.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what Central Clarion's going to do. They're going to call timeout here, I believe. Yep, they call timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back here in 40 seconds on the YDL Sports Network and Seven Mountains Media.
Why should you choose Nolf Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Fairmont City? Why wouldn't you choose them? At Nolf, their sales are speedy and include upfront and straightforward pricing. If it's service and parts you're after, they have skilled technicians who are factory trained while offering knowledgeable parts experts. Maybe you need Nolf's full service body shop offering top quality collision repair to all makes and models of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Or do you want to cruise the highway in a clean, shiny vehicle thanks to Nolf's detailing service? No matter your needs, Nolf Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Fairmont City is there for you. Find out more at nolfchryslerdodge.com.
We're back here, and Larry, I don't think anybody could hear anything you were saying there over the last couple minutes.
Really?
I think I had you down.
Okay.
After that last time out, I apologize, folks.
That's all right. Hey.
I mean, if anybody should have been muted, it should have been me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Everybody wants to know what Larry Weiser has to say.
Well, I'm going to kind of look for Rex out in the flats right here.
So it's 4th down and goal at the 5. After the timeout, Ross Becker Insurance timeout for Central Clarion. They have 1 remaining. Out of the gun is Hyman. Hyman's going to hand it to Rex, and Rex is in with the Tempa touchdown. Ethan Rex makes it 28-12 in favor of the Wildcats.
He is a workhorse. Again, I can't believe he's 170 pounds. He's bigger than that.
So with 4:16 to play, it is now Central Clarion 28-12, and on to kick the extra point is Logan Bish.
Hayden Weber gave me the scoop here. 205, he thinks.
Out of the hold of Beckwith.
Oh, we got offsides.
And now we've got a flag on the play on Keystone.
Yeah. They may change and decide to go for 2 here. Sometimes it's a bad idea to maybe try a play. You got this kind of lead at this point.
Well, you're up 16, though. An extra point makes it 17, and it's a 3-score game. So I think I'd still kick the extra point. That's me. You know, there are times when you look at it, Larry, and you start to do the math. Right now, Keystone still only needs the ball twice to tie this game. Extra point, they would need it 3 times. It's not a guarantee that you get the 2-point conversion, although the way they've been running the ball, you'd think so. But again, they put the ball on the ground a few times. Under center will go Hyman. He'll hand it off to Beckwith, and Beckwith is in for the 2-point conversion. So they were able to get the 2, as much of a risk as it might have been.
They were only 1.5 yards, so...
So there's a player down. We're going to step aside here. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the YDL Sports Network and Bigfoot Legends.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Back here at Keystone High School, where Central Clarion has opened up a 30-12 lead here late in quarter number 4, 4:16 to play. Kicking off here will be Danny Schweitzer. Schweitzer's kick, another pooch. It's on the ground, but Keystone covers this one at about the 37-yard line.
Okay.
Let's see where they mark it. They're going to mark this at the 30. We'll call it the 36-yard line. So with 4:15 to go, Keystone down 3 scores. Really, the biggest play was probably that kickoff, the last kickoff that they didn't recover.
Yes,
Larry?
no question, Chris.
It's 30-12, and it doesn't really indicate where this game was at. It was 15-12 in favor of Central Clarion to start this fourth quarter. Back to throw is Corsetti. He gets it over to Spence. Spence will have a few yards out to about the 41, 42-yard line.
Flag on the play?
No, picked up. Oh, yeah, there. Wait, no, there's no flag. It was just a pickup of 5 out to the 41-yard line. Second down and 5.
So they're coming out 2 by 2. Joey Spence is to the left of Corsetti in a gun formation. Obviously, we're in a situation where they've got I was going to say pass the ball, but Corsetti ran the ball right there. And again, Central Clarion doing a good job of containing him there.
Yeah, loss of 3 on the play, back to the 38.
Right.
So that's a Larson's Garbage Service play for a loss. You can throw that play in the garbage, and Larson's Garbage Service come in and haul that trash away.
By the way, Chris, Brad's on the other sideline over there.
I saw him before the game. I didn't get a chance to say hi, but I did see that Brad was over there. All the Larson's boys. Brad was a big-time player for you back in the early 2000s, 98, 99,
Went on to have a great career at St. Francis.
Low snap. Corsetti picks it up. Now he looks to
Hyman's
throw. Now he's going to rush, and he's going to get maybe a yard on the play, and it's going to bring up a 4th down at the 39. It'll be a 4th down and 7, I do believe. Keystone really no choice here but to go for it, down 18 with 2.5 minutes to play. Too often in the old days, you used to see coaches punt here, Larry, and I never did understand that. You're down 18. What difference make if you lose by 18 or 25?
Well,
loss is a loss.
Yeah.
Now out of the gun here on 4th and 7 from his own 39 is Dom Corsetti. He puts Henry in motion, looks to throw, under pressure, throws a screen over to Nellis. Nellis makes one man miss, but he's going to be gang tackled at about the 43, 44-yard line. He'll be short of the 1st down, and Central Clarion will take over on downs.
That's a nice little play. I really do like that. He fakes the screen to the outside, and then the outside receiver comes down inside and hits him, and almost got the necessary yardage. I would think at this point that the Keystone has some timeouts left, but the Central Clarion is going to run out the clock.
1:59 left here. I believe Hyman's
It looks like Keystone's putting some other players in. Corsetti's out.
Hyman's still at quarterback.
Yeah.
Going to hand it to Love. Love cuts it. Love's got all kinds of room. Love still dragging. He's going to get a 1st down inside the 35 to about the 34-yard line goes Alex Love. Alex Love's really run the ball well tonight, Larry.
I think he's a great counter to. They've got themselves a running game here, which is
Central Clarion now
what you and I talked about on the way over here today.
260 yards on the ground tonight for the Wildcats.
Give this young quarterback time to mature and
now Central Clarion, I think, might take a knee here. They do. They take the knee. So they'll take the knee, and that'll do it here. They might have to take one more of those, but that's going to do it here. It's going to be Central Clarion winning this game. So they're going to take another knee, and that's going to do it here. For this ball game, Central Clarion wins 30-12 here tonight. We'll be back here on the YDL Sports Network with our post-game show in 2 minutes. Final score, Central Clarion 30, Keystone 12. You've been watching and listening to high school football on the YDL Sports Network and Bigfoot Legends Country.
All American HQ custom apparel and engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All American HQ custom apparel and engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. As you approach retirement, it is important to accumulate assets and build a financial plan that can sustain your lifestyle during your golden years. While calculating the cost of your changing income needs can be daunting, our Retirement Income Evaluator can help you develop a roadmap for the future. To learn more, stop by our office located at 162 South 2nd Avenue in Clarion. Give us a call at 814-223-9990 or visit JannyClarion.com. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC. Why should you choose Nolf Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Fairmont City? Why wouldn't you choose them? At Nolf, their sales are speedy and include upfront and straightforward pricing. If it's service and parts you're after, they have skilled technicians who are factory trained while offering knowledgeable parts experts. Maybe you need Nolf's full service body shop offering top quality collision repair to all makes and models of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Or do you want to cruise the highway in a clean, shiny vehicle thanks to Nolf's detailing service? No matter your needs, Nolf Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
Back here, final score, Central Clarion 30, Keystone 12 here on the YDL Sports Network and Seven Mountains Media, brought to you by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. It's now time for our Shirey Overhead Doors post-game show. Western Pennsylvania's largest distributor of Rainer products from residential to commercial or industrial, Shirey Overhead Door in New Bethlehem has what you need. Call 814-275-2600 for your estimate today. Once again, final score is 30-12 in favor of the Keystone Panthers. Let's take a quick look at our Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. Score a great round of golf at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. HunterStation.com. At the 9:50 mark of quarter number one, it was Dom Corsetti with a 1-yard run to give Keystone a 6-0 lead. Central Clarion answered 8:37 of quarter number two. Ethan Rex 3-yard run, 7-6 Wildcats. Then it was 15-6 Wildcats as Alex Love on a 9-yard touchdown run at the 6:24 mark. Keystone got the 15-12 on a Dom Corsetti 4-yard run with 5:16 left in the first half. Game remained 15-12 until the 7:48 mark of quarter number four when Rex broke free for an 18-yard touchdown run. Bishop's kick was good, and it was 22-12 in favor of Central Clarion. And then finally, Alex Love with a 5-yard touchdown run. Beck with the touchdown, the 2-point conversion run, 4:16 to mark there, and it was our final score of 30-12 as now we get ready for our post-game show. Waiting on Ethan Rex here. Well, looks like our competitor is going to get Ethan Rex first here, so. While they do that, we will step aside for 3 more minutes. We'll be back here on the YDL Sports Network. For the radio people, keep an eye. If I come back early, be ready to come back early.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Eternally Clean Cemetery and Monument Service is the top choice for honoring loved ones with headstone cleaning and flower assortments. Call Corey at 814-227-9370 or Samantha at 814-227-9913 for a free estimate. Visit their Facebook page or eternally-clean.com to learn more. Let your loved one's headstone shine with their Resting Clean promise. Are you planning for retirement? Looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippenville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today. Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC. Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility, offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today. You'll always score a great deal on your mobile home and other home improvement supplies when you go to Tempa Supply and Service, located next to Showcase Homes in Raised Corners, halfway between Clarion and Shippenville. Tempa Supply and Service is your one-stop shop for high-quality home parts, including doors, windows, furnaces, steps, and essential supplies. A good garbage company is like a good long snapper. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For a great, dependable garbage service in Clarion County, nobody does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at Larson.
Back here as we're getting ready for our player of the game.
First
Ethan
of all,
Rex.
I want to settle something. It says in the program that you're 170 pounds. What is your weight?
It's a couple more than that. I mean, I was at probably last year. They giving me to step up this year.
I don't think they put you on the scales there. You look like a good 200 pounds out there. Hey, just an excellent day running there. You work on you kind of changed up your offense from last week. Tell me a little bit more about it.
We knew that we came in with a battle, or we were going into a battle, and we thought that our game plan was one thing, and Coach Egg made a great decision to change it, and we're a run-heavy team now, and that's what we need to do to win, and that's what we're going to do.
Well, it's always great to have the defense stay off the field and the offense, and you contributed a lot to some of those runs. Talk to me about the offensive line.
I mean, our offensive line, most of them played in the state chip last year, so they're really experienced, but we had a couple kids really step up this year with the injuries we had with Benny Yang. I mean, Ian Hoke, he didn't even play last year. He's coming out and starting. I mean, he's just incredible. He's stepping up, and he's doing good.
And your counterpart there, Mr. Love, did a nice job coming back off of some of your runs in that scissor coming back there. Tell me a little bit about him.
I mean, he also hasn't played the last couple of years because of injuries, and the fact that we have two great running backs, and then we also have Briggs to run the ball, it's just great because we can go anywhere we want, and we'll know we'll get yards with them.
I'm going to let you go with your team here, but I want one more question. I said, you took what I think one of the top quarterbacks in District 9 at Dom Corsetti, and you did a great job containing. What were some of the things that you looked at defensively this week to do that?
I mean, we knew he was going to be like a problem for us, so we just had to make sure that we kept him inside and right where we wanted him.
Okay, great job. Hey, congratulations. Keep it up.
Thank you.
All right.
Was Ethan Rex, our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. I'll bring an end to our Shirey Overhead Doors post-game show. Final score, 30-12. Keystone, our Central Clarion over Keystone here, and until next week when we're at Brockway, Red Bank Valley and Brockway, this is Chris Rossetti for Larry Weiser and Hayden.